not talking to Gavin again until he's dead.
Why? What is your problem now?
They took all the shows and broadcast out of that other studio.
Yeah, the off studio.
And they put them in the new studio with the digital board.
Yeah. Put new mics in there, everything else. Cleaned it up.
Yeah, what? You throw it, yeah, like it makes sense.
Well, that was the plan all along. This is our studio. This is decked out, made up. It's our little fort. Yes, they have a digital board, if that's where you're going. Yes, they have a digital board. All new equipment.
And how long have those shows? Right now it's just going to be Jagger and
Bit and Skin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long have they been here?
I think Jagger's about 3 years, Bit and Skin.
I don't think he's been here that long.
Actually, yeah, I think so. I heard him mention that the other day.
Gavin,
Yes?
how long's Jagger been here?
About 3 years. A little more than that.
I don't know why I thought it was only like
2.
I thought it was like 18 months.
I didn't think it was that long.
Remember, he was in middays for a little bit before switching to mornings.
I don't.
Was it David Lee Roth debacle?
He was still here when David Lee Roth, yeah.
When did we carry Roth?
No, we had Opie and Anthony between Roth and Jagger.
No. When did we have Roth?
I think it was January of 05?
05.
Yep.
It seems like all that passed just... But yeah, about a year ago.
It does. It seems to me. Just year and a half.
Tops. So I see you got all your other buddies taken care of, Gavin.
If you're meaning are the other shows in a new studio.
No,
yes,
that's exactly what I mean. What else would I talk about? Shorter reach rounds?
Heaven forbid I do anything for other shows.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden they're my buddies.
They are.
Yeah. No.
You got your IM on? Is that what that noise was?
I don't know what that noise was. I'm booting up my computer.
Oh.
But no, it's not a... It's a simple fact. We have an empty studio now. It's available. Why not have people use it?
Nobody offered it to me.
Russ, you have a beautiful studio.
I also have equipment in here that's 6 years old.
And they did offer you that studio.
Who did?
Trey.
Why would Trey offer me a studio?
No. I'm just telling him. No, they didn't.
Yeah, David.
No,
Henry.
they didn't.
When did they offer me that studio?
When Jack moved out, they asked you if you wanted that studio and the digital board.
I don't remember that. Is that right, Gavin?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
Don't jack with me.
No, I'm serious.
Well, then, obviously I've become a little too excitable.
No, they could have switched boards.
Shut up. Thanks for killing my bed. What?
Nothing.
Adolf Hitler of humor. Just come in and goose step all over my punchline. All right, Gavin, we'll enjoy hanging out with your new buddies in the digital studio.
If you want to broadcast from in there, you're welcome to broadcast.
I don't want to go
from
in there. I like my own studio. I like having my stuff exactly where it is the day that I left it, so I know when I come back, nobody's going through my business. I don't like using somebody else's mic. I don't like touching somebody else's console because all those other shows do things with their fingers.
You make all the other shows out like they're dirty people.
When was the last time you walked into that studio where all the other shows broadcast?
I walk in there all the time. That's the old
Okay, how many
studio.
times have you ever walked out and still been in possession of your shoes?
And that's the old... It's been like that for 5 to 6 years. Now we have a new studio, and we're going to take good care of it.
There was a new studio when everybody moved into that other one.
We're going to take good care of it.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we will.
You don't have control over your shows.
I have great control over my shows. It's not about control, it's about teamwork.
Did you not have teamwork before when everybody was in there spooging on the carpet?
I don't know who was spooging on what.
Well, obviously somebody was in there spooging because there was spooge on the carpet.
Well, you don't know, in fact, it was spooge.
Would you, Gavin?
How do you know it was spooge?
Would you? I'm sure I can find some hazmat team to come up here and do sample testing on that carpet. I'll guarantee you they're going to find very, very few carpet fibers, and most of it is going to be spooge.
Look at the, not to be gross, but the splash pattern. Go in and look at it, Gavin. Look right underneath the board.
If you brought a forensic team in here, they would start looking for a body.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not that bad.
I had to broadcast in there one day for like 8 minutes when this studio inadvertently went offline.
What was that?
When it inadvertently went offline?
Inadvertently?
Meaning not intentional, right?
Well, but
Unforeseen.
I think clipping a live power cable, one possibly could foresee that you're going to short everything out.
Well, I didn't. So I'd broadcast in there for 8 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you come out and you really feel like you need to have somebody come by with a bag of 7 Dust. But give it no concern.
What do you want me to say? It's a nice studio, and I'm glad the other hosts are in there. If you want to broadcast from within there,
I don't want to
that's
go.
fine.
Now, don't.
We did a nice.
Don't let it prey on you.
We did a nice extension to your studio recently.
What?
Didn't we? We allowed that expansion of your studio?
Yeah, I knocked the wall out so we could use the other office, and you duck suckers decided to put the wall back up while I was on vacation.
Charged how much?
$3,000.
Completely agree with you. That was a mistake.
Don't let it eat at you. I'm only going to be here for another year and a half anyway. Then when my contract runs out?
Yes.
Is it 2010?
Yeah, 20.
Or is it 11?
11.
Oh, hell no.
April of 11, yeah.
How do I get out of that, Gavin?
Why would you want out?
Because I don't care for this place. What's the matter, John?
I just missed you guys yesterday.
All right, Gavin, I'm done talking to you. Sit there in your own misery.
I just missed this. I was only up one day, and I was like, my buddy, where's the tension? Where's the hate?
So you're at home with all these positive feelings and emotions,
Seriously,
and you really
it was
felt the
weird.
void in your life?
Uh-huh.
God.
You were passed out. You didn't miss anything
Passed out
yesterday.
most of the day. I was. God, that was the worst. I've been put under a bunch of times. For whatever reason, I could not come out of it.
What do they use to knock you out?
I don't even know. The nurse.
Obviously, you get an IV.
Put an IV in, that's just saline. And then she walks up and she's talking to me. She's being cute. They were really, really nice. Everybody was fun. And she put something in there. I go, now is that the Twilight stuff?
Yeah, it's almost
And
instantaneous.
she goes, yeah. I go, I'm going to fight it. She goes, good luck. Last thing I remember.
I love that stuff.
All right, so you have to start fasting on Sunday for the colonoscopy?
I couldn't eat anything since Saturday night at midnight.
And what was it you were taking in? What was the liquid?
It's called phosphor soda. It's made by Fleet, the people that give you an enema. And you can buy it at Walmart. It's, if you ever hate anybody and want to keep them at home for any reason, have them have an 1.5 ounce bottle. And it's kind of got a cherry, not a cherry, kind of a lemon lime flavor to it. But it's real salty.
Was it an 1.5 ounces that lasted the entire day?
I had to take a total of 3, but the 1.5 ounces will do it. Trust me. And you are not, I mean, you're in the bathroom in maybe 15 minutes, and then you can't leave. It doesn't give you any, normally when you got to go, it gives you a warning, kind of like a little bubble, I better go sit down. Nope. You just stand there like I'm standing there now. It just goes. You're like, oh, I ruined 3 pair of pants. It's the most incredible crap ever.
I don't understand how it would just come out.
I have no idea. Gives you no
Does
warning.
it blow out?
Yeah. The first one is just an explosion, and then you just start.
You make it sound like Skittles.
It is. The first one's just like whoosh, and then it's just water, and then it turns clear. It's clear poo. It's the coolest thing. Because you've done something, but you look back and it doesn't look like you've been there.
How long did it? I just took a ghost.
That's exactly what it looks like. I guess I didn't. I know I heard stuff going in there.
It looks like Claude Rains came in here and took a dump. Nobody got that but you and me.
Yeah.
What? Now, when did your system finally stop that?
I started at 3. I stopped that about 8.
You mean you stopped taking it,
Stopped.
or your body stopped?
I stopped going.
Rebelling.
Having to run to the bathroom every 10 minutes.
So 5 hours?
Just about.
Okay.
But then it's...
And literally, you couldn't get more than 10 feet away from the bathroom. You always had to stay in close proximity.
I made the mistake of walking out back 25 feet from the bathroom once to talk to Joy. She was out smoking a cigarette. And mid-sentence, I went, oh, hell. I mean, I didn't even get to the door. And the door was from here to where that door is, 10 feet.
You filled up your pantaloons?
Yeah, I just had to cup and run. It was terrible. The good news is it was clear. So it's not like darkness running down your leg.
You still crapped your pants. It really doesn't matter
3 times.
What color.
3 times. At least. That's just
like you're toting around.
I don't know how you didn't learn your lesson after the first time. I think after the first time, I would have just lived in the bathroom.
It's old sitting in there. I'm bored. I wanted to watch TV. I wanted to watch a Cowboy game. I wanted to get around, talk
Couldn't
to
you
Joy.
wear some Depends?
I could have put on some Depends. I just didn't have any. I can't run into the store to get them.
You knew all this was coming long before you started taking the...
I just didn't know it'd be this vicious. I really had no idea.
I thought Fentner gave you the heads up on that.
He said it's going to make you go. Now, I've taken, like the... what's it, citrate?
Other stuff that cleans you out.
I've taken that before. That gives you a controllable movement. That you like, bubble, bubble. Okay, that's coming. And you hold it, and you walk in, and you deposit things. This gives you no warning at all. None.
Why does it have to be so violent?
Because it really has to be completely... Here's the picture. See how clean...
Oh!
There's pictures of my colon. Look how clean it is, though. I've not been this clean since I was born.
I'm not looking at that.
Look at this. Here's a polyp, by the way, right here. Oh, please look at it.
No.
It's just a clean colon. Pretend it's someone else's.
Okay. Ow! Yeah, I saw the polyp.
Yeah, polyps.
Looks like somebody turned a pickle inside out.
Yeah. I had 2 polyps, and that was all. And they cut those off. But, man, that thing's clean as a whistle. Look at that.
Stop it!
I just can't believe how clean it is.
Well, you sound like somebody just cleaned up to their garage and when you show pictures of everything.
That's full of stuff.
Dan, how can you look at that?
I really don't know.
Just don't. It's medical. It's just... Joy's the one that made him print it out. She goes, oh, that's really interesting. I want to see those. Can you print them for me?
Anything noteworthy in there, Dan?
What is that? Is that like a mole inside? Or what is that right there? It looks almost like a little mole inside your...
It's an a-hole beauty mark.
I don't know.
And they didn't bother to check and see what that was?
I don't know what that is. He said I was completely clean. He was 2 polyps at your age. He goes, that's nothing.
Now, do they send those off for pathology?
Yes.
But the odds are they were both friendly.
Correct.
Okay.
And he said that's not only normal, that's low.
How often do you have to go back now?
Every 5 years.
I'm not going.
You should go.
I shan't.
The procedure is... No,
the procedure doesn't sound like that's the problem. It's the prep time that leads up to it. And I'm not going to sit tethered to my toilet for 8 hours.
Yeah, you can't go.
5.
You can't go anyplace. And then you don't trust your business any longer, so you don't really go anywhere anyway.
Well, you don't really know when it's over.
Because there's residuals. I mean, there was got up at 3 in the morning and there was still some...
Foof.
Yes.
You got to do it.
I don't have to do anything.
It's 24 hours that can save your life. I mean, big picture, it's not that bad.
You want to take some of this stuff?
Hell, when the time comes, I'll have to.
Polyps run in your family? Any
No.
type of colon cancer?
No, but every man needs to have it done. Every person needs to have it done past 50.
You should do that someday. Come up here. Everybody put on Depends and try this stuff. Oh, it's vicious.
Oh, no.
Why? Oh, you'd only go for probably an hour and a half if you just take half an
ounce and a half?
Yeah, just maybe just take half an ounce. I think that's enough to get you going.
I couldn't do it. I'd be vomiting the entire time in addition to the other stuff.
Well, yeah.
Just the anticipation of everything that's going to lead up to it.
Yeah, I guess. But
And I don't really believe I want to sit in a studio with 5 guys. They're all packing.
I know it was an interesting experience. I'm glad it's behind me. No.
So I forgot what you said. Every 5 years?
5 years, unless they
Now,
find
if
something.
the polyps come back and they weren't benign.
Yes, 5 years. 3 years if they find something.
Okay.
5 years if they don't. But you should do it. Really.
I will not.
Fender had it done a week or so ago. It's nothing.
I'll get a ferret and shove it in there and let it off for a while. I'm not going to take that stuff and just be a slave to my
It
toilet.
felt really kind of good to just get totally cleaned out. You didn't hear about Elvis having all the impacted colon? You ain't got nothing in there left. Nothing.
Now, did you weigh before you did this?
I lost 7 pounds.
Yeah, because that's what I would have done.
I sure did.
You can lose weight on this?
Yeah, that's why you always hear celebrities doing about colon cleansing and all that stuff. It's actually really best to do it. They tend to do it right before they'll change up their diet, going like a raw foods diet. They clean all the junk out of their system with a colon cleanse, and then they start anew.
All right, I'm in.
This is the best I've ever had. You can get it over the counter. Remember that colon blow stuff we did, I think 2000 or whatever year it was?
Yeah, that's when you crapped out that team.
That was bad, but it wasn't nearly as clean and I've never seen it go completely clear, ever. It was just...
Well, it's a Danny parlor trick, perhaps.
It was kind of cool.
You can share that one day.
Well, you could do
JD's
it.
gone clear.
Really, it was just hot. You can do it. They didn't ask
What a
you.
way to wig out a chick. About a play job. Now, watch this.
They ask you when you go in. They say, when was your last movement? And then they go, what color was it? Clear? She goes, okay, just testing. I think some people maybe don't do all of it.
Well, they're going to find out as soon as they shove the camera in there, and it looks like inside of some Thanksgiving bakery good.
Yeah, they'll know. That's why you can't really cheat.
Okay.
I don't want them to get in there with the camera and find surprises.
Like the Globetrotters.
Oh, Globetrotters. Jesus.
They didn't come across anything odd?
No, nothing at all. There's nothing in there other than the 2 polyps. And as you can tell, once
And a
again,
beauty mark.
by the pictures, completely clean. That's squeaky clean. Oh, no.
They're the Globetrotters.
There's no Globetrotters in there.
I don't like the cold. All right. Anything else before we get to news?
What'd you guys do yesterday? I got this email. I usually agree with everything you say, but I can't get on board with that woman wanting $100 million because of a misdiagnosis. That's part of what's wrong with our healthcare industry. It's lawyers trying to capitalize on the pain of other doctors who aren't perfect and make mistakes. They do make mistakes. They will happen. This woman and her lawyers aren't thinking about the fact that the doctor saved her life. What was the story?
She went in for some type of infection with a kidney stone. They misdiagnosed. She went home, came back with more pain, developed an infection. They had to cut off her arms and legs.
All right, Dan, what was the story?
No, that's it.
They cut off her arms and legs?
Yeah, she came
And they
in.
finally got to the point, it sounded like they were just cutting stuff off until she stopped complaining.
Russ is right. They misdiagnosed her with kidney stones, sent her home. They brought her back, still in pain. Her infection turned into sepsis, so they had to lop off both arms about halfway up the forearm and both legs about halfway up the shin.
Well, I understand the email then. You misdiagnosed. You caused a woman to lose her arms and legs.
Well, what we also talked about was there are a lot of lawsuits that come from a misdiagnosis, and you suffer for a few days, and whatever you had cleared up. You're not maybe a little cash, but not something extravagant. You cut off somebody's arms and legs, turn them into a quad. I think that's worth well into the billions. Even though I think all she's suing for is $100 million.
I think that's certainly well worth it. And I know if I went in for something simple, one of the things yesterday with the colonoscopy.
You are not going to let this go.
I'm not. It was A, kind of interesting, but B, it was just so much to learn. One of the pamphlets I was reading on the way home says, oh, by the way, if you bleed a half of a cup of blood in the next couple of days, you may want to give us a call. What do you think? You think I might call you?
They actually expect you to measure that?
Yeah, get the cup out. Well, there's okay, I have the half a cup. I'm good to go. I haven't blood at all.
I only had 2 tablespoons. Should I come back in?
I have a drop. I'm calling somebody. But I guess it's if by chance they nick you or something and you bleed. But I have no blood. None at all.
Happy day.
All right. It was a happy day. You want to see the pictures again? I just want to see how clean that got. Oh, look at that.
Trady, you want to see this?
Sure. Look. I mean,
It's one sheet with like the 9 different views.
Yeah. As he goes through the colon, up and down and around and across.
And this actually, the procedure, from what they told you, takes how long? As soon as they shove the camera in, it stays in there for
30 minutes, really, from entry to exit.
What in the hell is...
Looks like yellow stuff.
Looks like you got tadpoles in there.
The bottom picture of that yellow stuff, that is bacteria.
No, it's tadpoles.
It's not tadpoles. I know tadpoles.
Probably is.
It's bacteria. I even asked him about it. I said, what is that stuff? And
I don't know.
JD bacteria turns into tadpoles.
It's No.
You got frogs in your ass.
I don't have any frogs in there.
Frog ass.
I don't. Ribbit in the name. Frog ass.
Is that what it looked like? I don't want to see it.
It's not that bad. Just look at the bottom of the
It's
picture.
inside his anus. I don't want to see it.
Oh, my God.
Hello?
The yellow stuff?
It's not too bad.
It's still inside his ass.
Is that your like the...
That's at the very end of your colon right before you go into the small intestines.
You got tadpoles.
It's not tadpoles. I tell you, it's bacteria. That's what he told me it was. The yellow stuff.
What kind of weird reptilian crap you into?
I'm telling you, nothing could live in there after that stuff I took. Nothing could be in there.
Except for tadpoles.
Bacteria.
You ever stick a frog in your ass?
No. Why would I put a frog in my ass?
Why would you even have to address that?
Really says a lot about you.
You do have a point on that one.
How we doing, Chloe?
Need a break.
Do we? Okay, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
CBS presents this program in color.
Yeah!
We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, Dan, get it on.
All right, this first check of traffic is brought to us by Geico and also by Don Davis Auto. Got a number of problems, including a last-minute one to add in here. First of all, in Irving, 635 eastbound at MacArthur, you've got a truck stuck under the overpass there. That has the 2 right lanes blocked. Only the left lane's getting by. You're right, that was pretty stupid. Also in Richardson, 75 southbound at Collins, you have a road construction going on right now with the 2 lanes closed there. That's the HOV in the left lanes. And then also northbound 75 at Collins, you have a wreck there that has 2 lanes blocked off. I believe that's the center and the left lane. In Mesquite, 635 northbound at Town East Boulevard, you have a multi-vehicle accident, which has everyone backed up to Gross Road, and that's just going to get worse. And then over in Tarrant County in far north Fort Worth, 287 northbound after 35, you have an accident blocking the left lane with the backup to 820. This check of traffic also brought to us by JD's Colon. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Hey, Dan. All right, going to be very cold tonight, actually. 36 for the overnight low. Mid-70s up for tomorrow. Should be pretty nice. 70 now at Live 105.3.
During traffic, JD holds up an email like, yeah, you want me to bring this up when we come back? And he sticks his colon in my face. And I don't mean the pictures.
What?
You keep showing me those.
Yes.
And you're going to start getting pictures of mine.
No.
And they're not going to be quite as glamorous.
You've sent me pictures of things on you before.
I have no desire to see your insides.
I know, but it's just so clean.
Except for those tadpoles.
It's not tadpoles. I don't have tadpoles in my guts.
Those are tadpoles.
It's diverticulitis.
Those are baby frogs.
No. Why would I have baby frogs in my gut?
You tell us, man.
Yeah. What are you when you're role playing with Joy, what are you doing now? Playing Sea Hunt?
No, absolutely not. I think the doctor would have maybe...
What?
Doctor would have maybe made a note on my chart if he'd come across some tadpoles or frogs. I think that would have come up somewhere.
Tadpoles, frogs.
Yeah, no.
Here's Zebco.
No, there's no Zebco in there. There was nothing in there. It was clean. I'll see it again.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Who asked for the printout of that?
Joy did. She wanted to see it. She actually wanted to be in there, and they said, you can't be in there. You can't be in to watch the video as it's moving. They said, we'll print you some pictures.
Why are you laughing, Chloe?
Would it be in there?
Yeah, she actually would be in the room.
She wanted to be in the room, not in his ass where the camera was. Oh. Freak.
She said it was interesting.
Yeah, let's see what we got up in
there's
here.
nothing in there.
What is it off?
It's clean.
There's Rip Taylor.
No, he's not.
Bucket of confetti.
No.
There's the Hager twins.
I get that visual. Sorry. I don't think anybody else knows who they are.
I don't care. What is that? An AMC Pacer? Pet Rock.
Rock in my butt.
Who is that in the distance?
Hi, I'm Buckwheat. Remember me?
All right, I'm done.
All right. Quite an experience, and you should do it. I'll leave it at that. You won't do it?
You haven't sold me on it.
You what? The procedure's nothing. The prep.
You make it sound like you just came back from Club Med and hear all your travel photos.
Well, really, it's good to know that you don't have any problems.
I know there's a peace of mind and there's some type of solace that comes along with knowing that your insides are cleaned out, but I know if they go in, they're going to find something, and I'd rather not know. I'd just rather die from it.
I don't find any. Well, and if they find something, they can treat it and you can live. If by chance, like I said, those polyps, they have a little loop thing that they take them and they pull them like the rodeo loop and break them off and they take them out when they find them, if they find anything.
I would have thought it had been a little more advanced than that, than just doing it like a baby tooth.
No, it's got a little...
All right, wrap that around his polyp, put that on the door.
You just, they say it heats up and they burn it out. They burn it off that way. You don't bleed.
And there's one.
No.
Strap the other one. Go.
No doors.
I thought they would burn them off.
Well, the little wire does burn, yes. They wrap it around there.
Well, you made it sound like they got a piece of string and just got it and yanked it off.
It's a little loop that they put around it and then heats up and that sears it and burns it off.
Okay.
I mean, this is how, even if they find something, you still don't need to come back. They check you every 3 years instead of every 5 years.
I'd rather not go every 50.
It's 24 hours out of every 5 years.
But it's 24 hours. It doesn't sound really delightful.
Well, not everything in life is, peachy. It's something you just got to do.
You're a sad sack.
Be thankful that they...
I'm sure I've already got something going on in my colon. I've had the butt itchies for about 2 or 3 days, and I don't know what that's from. I'm sure there's...
You don't get butt itchies when you have cancer. God forbid, you don't talk about pain. You
don't know what a symptom is of colon cancer.
I think
it could initiate with the butt itchies.
I don't believe it does. No, I think that's probably from not wiping good.
No, I wipe good.
All right. I don't know what it's from then. Maybe you have a little bit of bacteria growing back there, and you just got to clean more.
All I know is it itches.
All right. Well, I don't want to know this.
Damn, it feels good when I get up on it.
I know. I've itched my butt before.
Good.
Yeah.
Especially when you find that spot.
Yeah. That one right there. Yeah, that's good. Quit. Nasty.
What a delightful conversation we're having.
Well, it is good. It's
All we're
very
missing
important
is
for
a
most
porch and a couple of chairs. Rocks.
Important for people to know it's no big deal.
All right. Ready to go with news?
Yes.
Sitting on that for about a minute or so. That weird you out when JD and I talk about scratching our holes?
No, that I get. It's just that's a lot of ass talk for 1 hour, man.
We're not talking about putting anything in it.
No. Men's health.
Yeah, but it's, you know how it is, though, Russ.
I didn't realize that you
when
had
it's
some
JD.
type of quota with ass visits.
I try to limit it as much as I can.
Sounds like a format that would be on Sirius. All right. You want a legal ID here? 353 at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Today is, of course, Tuesday, November 25th, 2008. Birthdays today. John Larroquette turns 61. And I actually didn't know this. He also did the opening narration for the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre back in 1974.
Yeah, I tried to find that online. I couldn't dig it up.
I did the same. I didn't have any luck with it. Ben Stein, he turned 64 today. And Ricardo Montalban turns 88.
But he died. I'm not being cute.
No,
he had some type of back surgery, I think, in the 90s. And all he could do after that was just voice work.
Yeah, last time I saw him, it had 5 years ago, and he was in a wheelchair and looked horrible.
All right.
Joe DiMaggio, today's his birthday. He passed away back in 1999. John F. Kennedy Jr., same thing.
Oh, Jesus.
That'd be the wrong sound effect. There you go.
He passed away back in 99 as well. AIG Chief Executive Edward Libby agreed to slash his annual salary to $1 as part of a series of voluntary pay restrictions by top executives tied to a massive $150 billion government bailout.
How very fascinating that all of a sudden you have CEOs that are volunteering that after watching the CEOs of the three car companies get their asses eaten on. Because they know that the Congress, they were going to come back and ask, what cuts have you made so far now that we've given you all this cash?
All of them, everything. When nobody's making anything, they're giving me money to stay here.
They know there's a chance they'll yank it back out of their hands.
Absolutely.
You've made no cuts. At least, is it AIG?
AIG in this case.
I know the CEO dropped, why $1? Just so he's still on the payroll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically I have to pay you something, and they figured dollars no more.
Well, and they've made other cuts, but there's something coming up in 2009 and 2010 that he's got something to look forward to, and they won't really say what it is, but I bet it's going to be a windfall.
Well, sure, of course it will be.
Oh, yeah. Liddy, who just joined the company in September, will get paid $1 per year for 2008 and 2009, with his compensation consisting entirely of equity payments. While he will not receive bonuses during those years, he will be eligible in 2010 for an extraordinary performance bonus. I want that in a contract.
Look at all these fabulous dollars. he gets something in 2009, some type of bonus. It's not quite as fantastic as 2010.
No. It's with his compensation consisting entirely of equity payments. So that's, the dollar in 2008 and 2009.
But I still think he gets a little. Let me see the story real quick.
I think what you're talking about is the equity payments. I think that's in addition to the dollar.
It's obviously eliminate pay increases through 2009. Yeah, the story I read, he gets something in 2009, some type of performance bonus, and then 2010 is when he gets his extraordinary performance bonus.
So CEOs that screw up big time probably should cut their salary down to next to nothing. Unlike our CEO who got bonuses last year. And our stock price is what, Trey?
Don't. Just tell me it's zero so I have no expectation.
Okay. You're not far off. But didn't he get it? Am I right? Somebody in this company got a major bonus last year?
This company seems to reward failure.
I couldn't believe it when I read that story, and it was a lot of money.
$28 million, I believe.
That was what I was thinking of.
It wasn't Hollander, was it?
No, it was Sumner Redstone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job.
Well, that was also before the stock crapped the bed, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was it was still in its 20s, but not.
Well, they need to go back and get it.
It's amazing. Like the guy from Home Depot who he left 2 years ago, left the company in shambles.
Which store?
Just all of them.
Oh.
The CEO. I mean, he walked away.
Some guy that's working the counter.
No,
Go ahead.
He walked away with something to the tune of $35 million.
It's a lot of gift cards.
Congratulations on your F up.
He screwed up Home Depot?
Oh, yeah. They've been hemorrhaging money because Lowe's, according to sales figures, kicks their ass.
All right. Like Lowe's. Go ahead, Dan.
President-elect Barack Obama pledged today to go through the federal budget page by page, line by line, to eliminate excessive spending and get the economy back on track.
Shoot, it's confusing.
Get all this crap.
At least he's doing something leading up to January 20th.
If nothing else, it's positive PR, which we could sure use. Like you said last week, just lie to us for a while. Just come on the news one night and go, good freaking news. I have something on this paper I'm going to tell you, but it's good news. Trust me.
I can't wait till next year.
Whew. It's going to be. That's kind of what they're doing here. They're going, I got a plan. Even if you don't, lie to us. Make us feel better throughout the holidays.
He's completely lying.
Why?
President doesn't have line item veto. He can't go through the budget page by page and just mark out whatever he thinks is wasteful spending.
You could go through, and if you get enough different items, then you can address that with whoever it is that you talk to about things like that. Wait, here's the problem, is a lot of times you can get more things done if you're ignorant of the way the process actually happens. If you already put everything into play in your mind, you go, well, there's no reason for me to look at this because I'm not going to be able to attack any of it. Just have somebody go in, even if he's beyond naive, look at it, do something. Because the way we've played all the way up till now ain't happening.
The best thing he has is with controlling the House and the Senate, he actually has a chance to get a line item veto passed.
Okay, so maybe that's why he's looking at the budget.
I hope he can do it. Because God knows there's billions and billions and billions of crap in that budget.
Well, also, we try and do too many different things. And as a result, you can't focus on really any core part of this country and get things done. We've got too many social interest groups. We've got too many foreign policies. It all just bogs us down, and you can't get one thing done properly. You got to stop at a certain point and go, all right, here's what we're going to focus on. When we get all of this nailed down, or even close, then we'll go back and we'll address other issues around the world.
I feel it's a little bit what he's doing. He's talking about the economy being the only thing he's going to focus on to begin with.
Well, the economy right now is where everything,
especially with Christmas,
sits,
and everybody freaking out.
There was was called, I think it was on Mark Davis's show. It was some old guy, but it was probably the best synopsis I've heard of this. He said, what do you want? Do you want a strong economy, strong defense, or you want to make sure a hoot owl's got a nest to sit in?
Absolutely. We've said that before.
Take all the green programs, all of that, put it on hold, because if we can't get everything else fixed, we're not going to have a chance to go green.
No,
the Earth will take care of itself on its own.
If we don't get the economy fixed, none of it will matter.
Well, the economy and defense and just our own security and taking care of what's inside the borders, as opposed to really worrying about what the rest of the world is doing.
And I wondered that when this first started, how much of the problems, and Trey, maybe you can answer this.
Oh, he will. He's got an answer.
The problems that we have now are because we just can't keep out of other people's business. We're all over this world wanting to be Big Brother. What if we've said it before, pulled everything?
We've gotten too many different issues going nonstop, and as a result, you can't get one damn thing done properly. And even the state of Texas, we can't even run a freaking lottery.
What happened to the lottery?
The lottery's lost money. They had to go back and cut back the amount that they were paying out. That hasn't been successful since day one.
I did not know that.
I get that wrong?
It hadn't been successful since like the first year it was in operation.
See? How is it you got Indians in Oklahoma that are making billions just doing bingo.
I know they are.
And you got an entire state that can't run a lottery, a gambling game.
I'll tell you exactly how.
See, I told you have an answer. Jump on it.
Well, you had all the lotteries you sold that a lot of people, before a cash option was even an option and people were taking payouts. So you've got a fund here that you've got to make all these payments, but you've got dwindling income and you have the legislator who would love to get their hands on that money. So you're having to shell out all this money, but you're taking in less and less.
So what he just said is what I just said. We can't even run a gambling.
Where people are just giving.
We could run a casino. You got people.
Oh, absolutely.
Just with small areas of land, we give them. They turn that into just $1 billion industry. Run Choctaw bingo.
When it starts expanding, the place is unbelievable up there.
And we screw up scratch off
because they don't have to. Indians don't have to screw with the government. They're their own little.
But still, anybody else that runs any type of gambling casino, poker, whatever, whoever's running it really makes all the cash. That's the great thing about gambling. Mm-hmm. House always wins. This one don't. And if you screw up gambling, you failed.
Those people who are opposed to the lottery said on day one, said eventually the state will screw it up, either dip into the fund or just mismanage it. And sure enough.
I said that.
Goddamn. Okay. The celebrity you would most like to have Thanksgiving dinner with. This was a poll done by AOL's popeater.com website. Would you like to see if you can guess the top 10?
Talking to me or the listeners?
Since when do we talk to the listeners?
I don't.
Well, exactly. This is for you, Russ.
What is the list again?
Top 10 celebrities you would most like to have Thanksgiving dinner with.
Fernando Valenzuela.
Surprisingly, no.
Sebastian Cabot.
No.
He's dead.
All right. Well, cash one in. Lyle Wagner.
No.
Not real.
Give me a couple of names and I'll see if I can get in the area.
Okay. Number 10, Twilight star Robert Pattinson.
Okay, I got it now. Shields and Yarnell.
Oh, God. Oh.
No.
No, not at all.
Rod Hull and his emu.
What? Dan, I'll go ahead and say, I don't think it's going to be on the list. No.
Well, it didn't make the top 10. It could be 11 or 12.
All right.
Coming in at number...
Hang on, I'm not done.
Okay.
Bert Convy.
No.
All right, I'm done.
All right. 9th place, Beyonce. 8th place, Keira Knightley. Coming in at 7th place,
Mark Hamill.
No, why would you want to meet with Mark Hamill at dinner?
That actually makes sense.
Not on this list.
All right. How many are left?
7.
Patty Hearst.
No.
Herman Goering.
Oh, my God.
No. Statler Brothers. No. Linda Ellerby.
Oh, my God.
No.
All right. Space Ghost.
Now, that'd be good.
That would be good. I'm with you on that one.
Coming in at number 7, the
Tina Yothers.
No. The Jonas Brothers.
I say Linda Ellerby.
Yes.
All right. What about David Berkowitz?
No. You want that guy? At your table?
Why not? He eats.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Charo.
No.
Gary Burkholz.
Mm-mm.
Junior Samples.
Pa, no.
Gumby.
No Gumby. All right. Coming in 6th place, Tyra Banks.
Oh, my God. I would pay everything I've ever touched not to see her face or have her in my house.
Yeah.
She irritates the living crap out of me.
Oh, she's hot.
You can have hot all you want. She's just irritating as hell.
Well, I know she gained weight, but she also lost it. You just talking about from her talk show?
Yeah.
Just from her existence on the planet, I can't stand to see her.
Why?
She irritates the fire out of me.
Why?
Because she does. She's so caught up in herself. There can be somebody on fire on her set, and she'd go, I know all about fire. Why don't you ask me a question?
I was on fire once.
I swear to God, everything. You ever seen her show?
I've seen it a couple of times.
I see the little clips because I won't watch it. I see the clips on the Soup, which is on a weekend show that they do clips. No matter what anybody says to her, her response is, I can totally relate to that. That's all about me. It's so irritating. God.
She's enormously popular, though.
I can't hold them.
Mm-hmm.
She's put on a lot of weight, hasn't she?
She's also lost some. Great big chocolatey goodness.
I can imagine. No. Couldn't stand her.
You wouldn't want to have sex with her?
No. Oh, no. I wouldn't want her in my house. Anywhere near me. No, she irritates me.
And then you don't like her either?
Not as vehemently as JD does. I'd probably still have sex with her. Because it'd keep her quiet for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other women out there to have sex with before Tyra Banks, like 8 million.
White ones?
It's got nothing to do with white or black. I didn't say that. Why do you bring that up? Why do you want to do that to me? I said nothing to do with white or black. It's Tyra Banks. It's her show. She's irritating as hell.
She's hot.
Everything's about her. And I don't even think she's that hot. Maybe 10 years ago, maybe. But I can't. It's like Paris Hilton. Some people think she's hot. Couldn't stand her.
Okay.
All right. Sorry to talk. Sit over here. Maybe I'm still on medication.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Coming in at number 5, the top celebrities.
Marvin Hagler.
No.
Benton Harper.
No.
Somebody will get that one in about a half hour. Alfie?
I know that name, but I can't place it.
Mama's Family?
Oh, yeah. Nice. Coming in at number 5, Surrey Cruise. I guess so that way they can get the poor child away from Tom. Coming in at 4th place, Patrick Dempsey. 3rd, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. Guess they're a combo deal. Number 2, Tina
Junior
Fey.
Samples.
No.
Ziggy Lawrence.
No.
Grandpa Jones. Okay.
Number 2 is Tina Fey. And the person or celebrity voted most wanted at your Thanksgiving dinner, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
I gotta go back.
She's one of the few Hollywood chicks that I know is nuts.
Oh, totally.
Just watching all the stories for her and Brad Pitt and guy after guy and just this desire to have a baby.
Yeah, it's driving her crazy.
That's still one that I would risk things for.
I'm afraid so. Yeah.
They said, all right, she's ready to date you. All right.
She wants a baby.
Okay.
Right off. I mean, immediately.
Well, all right. And I'll get in there and I'll plug on it and I'll do it every day until she has one.
Brilliant. 6 years later, I'm still not pregnant.
Maybe something's wrong with your eggs.
No, nothing wrong with my eggs. I had them checked out.
Well, it can't be me. Except for that vasectomy.
And by then you'll be done with her anyway, so.
I'm amazed Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie didn't make that list.
Why? God, you want to have them over for Thanksgiving?
And all their kids?
No, just
Yeah.
Angelina.
No, that's not what they're talking about. You're going to have her and everybody else that comes along with it.
Forgot to bang her. Yeah, I'd put up with the kids.
No. We.
Not forever.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right.
How we doing, Club?
Need a break.
All right. Was that the whole list?
Yes, it was.
And no Tina Yothers?
Unfortunately, she did not make it.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Cheers.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Britney Spears thing real?
Yeah. It's just...
I know what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, she's jacking around a little bit, I think, but most people use pitch correction and use a lot of... Now, this is way out.
What, this video, is it at one of the rehearsals, or is this actually during one of the performances?
It's from the 2001 Britney Spears Live from Las Vegas HBO special featuring the sound of a songbird, the unheard microphone. Illustrates just why backing vocals and computer-generated voice effects are so popular these days. So this is from 2001. HBO.
And this is the audio straight from her mic, long before it gets processed or mixed in with the other singers.
Right.
Yeah, no tighter than that. And when the girl is with one, then she's in control.
That's not even borderline.
No, it's not. That's what they can do with pitch correction and masking things and overdubs and everything else.
I didn't know they could do pitch correction on the fly.
Yeah, they can, absolutely. In fact, almost all artists use that today. Even if you're really good, like I know.
Why is it our band doesn't have that?
It's probably a pretty expensive piece of equipment. But I know Tim McGraw goes on stage. Somebody caught him using that and said, you're cheating. He's like, everybody uses it. Literally, everybody uses pitch correction. Just for nights that you don't feel up to it, for nights you might accidentally miss a note, it just brings you back up to it. It knows where you're supposed to hit, and you get close, and it pitch corrects you.
Toby?
I don't know. That's a good question. He probably does, if everybody else does.
It ain't working.
It is working. He's awesome.
Broke.
He's not broke. He's an incredible vocalist.
I didn't tell you he was broke. I said it's broken.
It's not broken.
In her life, why do tears come at night?
That's embarrassing to the point of, I wouldn't want the sound engineers to hear that.
To even hear that. I don't know if she's just being lazy in this clip or what it is.
And this was
2001.
Oh, baby, how was I supposed to know?
Maybe she can't hear herself or something in this particular clip. Because you know when you can't hear yourself, you're going to be off key anyway.
I think especially now with the technology, you can get monitors everywhere that you need, especially in-ear monitors, so you get a complete mix down. Oh, she can hear herself. Forget how hot she was before she started squatting out babies.
Yeah.
I was jumping ahead.
Welcome you to a world where anything can happen.
She's laying down on the stage. Okay, well, here comes the first baby. There's only a couple seconds left. Obviously, there's not much left of this.
Anyway, it's just somebody sent me that clip.
All right.
I looked it up. It's real.
What are those on hold, Alfie?
They're about the ex-CEO of Home Depot.
Okay. Yes, Brian.
Hey, Russ, just real quick. The ex-CEO of Home Depot, before he went to Home Depot, he worked at GE, ran it into the ground. I don't remember how much they paid him. Home Depot paid him $220 million in his contract and shares together. He is the current CEO of Chrysler.
All right. He's on a roll. How do people, you see guys do that in radio. They'll take a radio station, they'll run it in the ground. Somehow, you hear about him 6 months later, yeah, he's in New York. Selling what? Hot dogs? Vendor.
It was the GM at the Eagle that screwed me around.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Totally drove this market into the ground.
But station after station after station. Not just
all
one.
I think it was owned by Nationwide at the time. Took all the Nationwide channels, frequencies in this market, drove them straight into the dirt.
Almost systematically, he did.
They let him go, and then he ends up regional director, some other broadcast facility in the southeast, west.
I think he's back with Clear Channel.
Jeez, I don't know how you can ignore that.
I've seen it my entire career. It continues to just amaze me how they do that. Do you guys not check the ratings at the last place this person was? Or are you just so good friends that it's the good old boy network, you just keep hiring the same people over and over and over? Because if you took a whole market and ran it into the ground, I don't really think I'd ever hire you to run anything.
He was jacking with everybody's show. As soon as he came to Dallas from Houston, he started with me because he was office at the Eagle. And then started jacking with Craddock and... All right, Bo and Jim.
Bo and Jim?
Well, I get that one.
No, you don't.
Well, not everybody gets the barbecue Bob.
They're a classic station. It was a classic morning show from the 70s.
Now, wasn't he the same ass that when he let Bo and Jim go, one of them had signed a contract and he made him stay and he wouldn't let him go?
What's his name? Jim? Is it Jim White?
Jim White, yeah.
Yeah, so he had to do traffic. We held him to his contract, screwed him around. You got two guys that have been in this market for at least 50 years, and then he's going to jack Jim White around.
Just because he could.
And then he pops up as a regional director for another broadcast entity.
Do people not get the news wherever you're hiring him? And that's not just him. I've seen it over and over.
Well, they can go back and spin it. Well, I had issues with talent. The company didn't really want to put any money into marketing, and there were different ways to go back and cover this up. Here's the way that I wanted to do it, and they wouldn't let me.
But how many times can you do that? I've seen it over 20 years. These people go from company to company, to station, and they keep getting hired in good markets, decent markets. It's not like they're working their way down, and you finally hear them in Amarillo or something. Some of these idiots are back.
Now, Dan Lewis is the only one that's got that one down. He's the only one that's figured out how to go to a major market, to one of the smallest ones in the country.
Well, yeah, you got to.
And not really rebound.
Goes down there. Yeah, pretty much I was the backbone of the Russ Martin Show. I wrote everything, pretty much everything. Anything you heard him say, I wrote it. It's just, it's a shame. He didn't recognize my talent. Oh, actually, we did.
Why you want to do me that way? It's about the time I've gotten beyond Dan Lewis and his...
You was never going to get beyond him. Ever since that audio tape that we got, I don't think you ever listened to it, did you? I think we talked you out of listening to it. The one
the secret audio that some kid at a
where he came in the
game store recorded it?
Threatened that kid and started spouting off about you and stuff, and it was just...
You guys transcribed it. Yes. We couldn't play it on the air. Tim Power said legally we couldn't get away with it, so we transcribed it.
I heard it.
And
it's just so, it's that condescending. Totally, if I ever wanted you to bring him back, I'd play that tape because it's so condescending. It's so that, well, let me tell you why the Russ Martin Show is a complete failure without me and what I did for it. And he just go on and on and on, that drivel, that droll.
Where's the audio?
I think we got rid of it. Pretty sure. You don't want to hear it. What positive is it going to do for you if you hear that? You read the transcripts. You know more or less what it says.
I know, but I'd like to hear the tone, the flavor that goes along with it. A lot of times with Dan, it's all in the delivery.
It's almost...
His words come off in print very dry.
I understand. That's why we only let you read it. You didn't really want to hear it, and then I think we threw it away or we hid it from you. It's almost Thanksgiving. How about a pardon? How about you let him go this Thanksgiving? As a gift to yourself. You're not hurting him.
You're still on dope, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of.
No. All right. Ready to go, Dan?
Yeah.
427, Dan's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Finally, astronauts will be able to drink their own urine. It's a big day for NASA. After several days without luck, astronauts ran a successful test on equipment that turns pee into water, a necessity for supporting the International Space Station's crew, which will soon double. I feel bad for that guinea pig.
Well, there was something that I thought about yesterday is they worked on that purification system for a few days. Mm-hmm. How did they keep figuring out that it wasn't working right?
Ooh, I never thought of that. Oh. Broken!
I don't know if you could just do chemical tests, because theoretically, I guess you could drink pee just...
You can.
Straight out of the spigot.
You can.
And it's not going to hurt you.
You can. It's sanitized by your liver.
So who's testing it?
That one I have no clue. I never thought of that. You just brought that up. We just finished it. You want to try What's that? Was it working?
Are you guys flavoring this with the Asparagus?
No.
Broken.
All right. Well,
Yeah, and actually you're right, because that's the only way that logically that they would figure that out, because I don't think every time they take a sip of water out of their little system, they're going to, test it somehow to make sure it doesn't taste like pee.
would you ever trust it again, though? That's fixed.
I would go the first go round.
We fixed it. It's all good to go.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, it's good to go. No problem.
Old Milwaukee?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Hang on. That's Old Milwaukee.
No. We'll go back to work tonight. I'm terribly sorry. It's not.
This is hard. It's like a Coke Pepsi test. I tell you what, pump piss through there and let me compare back and forth with Old Milwaukee.
We've got space beer.
So everything's up and running now?
Supposedly, yes. Which, of course, means someone had to try that out. Astronauts had spent a frustrating 5 days trying to get the urine processor working. But until early Tuesday, the machine that turns urine and sweat, as if it wasn't bad enough already, into drinking water couldn't last the 4 hours needed for a successful test run. An extra day was added to the Endeavour's mission so the astronauts could work on the machine. And
if you're squirrely enough to where you'll drink your own piss, well, that goes along with all the weird idiosyncrasies that astronauts gotta have. Why else would you want to go sit in some small capsule for 6 months to a year?
That's dedication to your science, period. There's nothing fun about it. I've been on a sailboat for 2 days, and that was plenty. I can't imagine being in space knowing you can't go anywhere.
Now, possibly the space shuttle, up, down, couple of days, maybe. But on the space station, how long what are the shifts up there?
Anywhere from like 4 months to a year.
New.
And some of them
how do you
longer.
reconcile that in your mind that you're going to go sit in that environment for maybe a year?
Because I'm a scientist. That's what I do. I'm dedicating my life to learning and science. I'm willing to put that time on.
There are psychological issues embedded in that.
Well, probably so, and if not before, certainly afterwards. After you've been up there for a year.
How do you bathe?
I'm sure they have to have ways to clean up.
Well, you obviously can't just get in the shower because all the water's going to float and turn into little beads.
I'm sure.
And especially if you're on the space station with me and you're laying in your bunk, you're going to notice little white globules in the air.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
Because I'm not going up there without beating off.
You'll have to have a year with no sex, sir, and that's one other thing we need to mention to you right before blast off 3, 2.
Now they just, hey, I got one more. Let that one float on you. Obviously, handy wipes are just some type of
I'm sure it's just some
towels, but you've got to be rancid when you come back.
Well, you're not.
You're in a sterile environment.
I don't make any difference. You still sweat. You still eat. Your body still processes food. You still stink. Just because you're doing a little bird baths doesn't mean that you're getting everything down. That's vile.
I actually believe they can't shower. They don't do it that much, but they do have a way of somehow completely bathing.
Oh, okay. How do they do that?
I don't know.
Well, then stop bringing up things we don't know about.
Sorry.
Thank you. Regardless, there's still going to be some kind of stench when they open that up. And you're going to be up there by yourself. I'm assuming ethically you're not supposed to screw anybody else on the space station.
No, you're not. You put all those urges on hold.
Those urges don't go on hold.
They can.
And if I'm going to sit in a capsule for 6 months to a year and I got really nothing else to do but experiments, I'm going to do that.
You're going to do that. These people are dedicated to their craft. And it's like being a missionary. They know when they go to wherever for a year or 2 years, they're not going to get a shower. They're not going to get a bath. It probably won't be clean for weeks on a time, if then. And then it's probably muddy water somewhere.
So obviously you've got to be a nut to want to do this to begin with.
Just dedicated to your...
That's
science.
Psychologically retarded.
For you.
For anybody. No. Just want to be in an environment where you can't really do a whole lot. And it's bulky. And you can't clean. And when you beat off, it floats in front of you.
Well, you don't... I'm sure there's a way to... No. I don't think they do that.
I'd like to see that once, but that'd be it. I guess pretty much the same thing if you do it in the bathtub.
Yeah, or a swimming pool.
It'd be weird.
I've seen videos of
like being in a big capsule with egg drop soup.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm done, Dan.
Only you.
It was his first day back, but Adam Pac-Man Jones wasn't exactly holding court. Jones rejoined the Dallas Cowboys and will be allowed to play the final 4 games of the season, assuming he continues to meet the requirements set by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. We gotta hope for his sake that he has cleared up all that and is going to do what it takes, according to head coach Wade Phillips. If we lose him... If we lose him, he's gone like he was before. We go forward.
He's not going to stop.
Even though Jones has been reinstated, he won't be back on the field until the Pittsburgh game on December 7th. His return comes at a time when the Cowboys begin a critical stretch drive toward the playoffs.
Are you done with the story?
I can fill some more if you need.
Hey, go ahead.
Defensive end Marcus Spears said, well, he was leading the team in breakups. He gives you a chance to do different things. Wide receiver Roy Williams said, this is a brotherhood. We leave the weak behind. The strongest just keep going.
All right, man.
A 14-year-old boy is being returned after his mother abandoned him in Nebraska under the state's safe haven law. The teen's mother said that was a difficult decision, but feared for her family's safety. The 52-year-old mother, whose name is Lori, is the mother of 3 adopted children, one of whom she drove to a Nebraska hospital Friday and dropped off.
I don't get why this kid couldn't have been stuck in a juvenile facility, because she had honest issues. She needed to get rid of that kid. I think he was even convicted at one point of statutory rape.
Yes. Yeah, Lori says she struggled to raise Kevin ever since taking him in as a foster child at age 4. Recently, he had gotten into drugs, smoking, alcohol, and stealing. Lori said he's physically abusive to myself and my children. He raised knives up at us. Lori says when she finally got him into a boys' home, they kicked him out. She went on to say he was repeatedly suspended. I can't tell you how many times. The last time he was charged with statutory rape. Before deciding to drive to Nebraska to take advantage of the safe haven law, Lori says she asked the local CPS for help, but they couldn't offer anything. They offered to take custody of her other children if she felt they were in danger from Kevin.
Now, they're forcing this kid back on her, right?
Yes.
How is it that the dad that dropped off the 9 kids, those are gone? And this chick's got a rapist that she's got to take back. Oh, we'll take you good kids in case you want us to keep an eye on them.
Retarded?
But you're going to stay there with a knife-wielding nut.
We'll take your good kids and take care of them and be... What?
Well, I know also in this story, she tried to get rid of the kid, and they said, sorry, juvenile hall is full.
I don't care. Stick him someplace.
Well, why is it you've got room, you don't have room in juvenile hall, but you got someplace to store the good kids? Just so the little knife-wielding bastard doesn't get at them.
The juvenile hall's a lockdown. Anywhere else, the good kids are going to be in a safe home environment.
Then Dan's right. Put them down.
Mm-hmm. A kid like that, put him down. He's 14. He's already been statutory rape, raising knives up at someone who's trying to do everything in her power to help him.
You put him in custody someplace.
Then you put him down.
You don't put him down. You don't put children down.
This child isn't going to change. She's obviously made every effort that she could. Dropped him. If Nebraska won't take them, kid's got to be put down. Die's been cast. How are we doing, Chloe?
And you're right, though, because this is him as a teenager. He's only going to get worse.
Unless you get him some help. The guy may need some kind of psychological counseling or maybe some kind of drugs.
That's going to cost somebody some cash. And obviously the state doesn't want to help this chick. If she's gone to CPS, and even the law enforcement won't lock this kid up. And again, if you've been turned down by Nebraska, it's time to put that kid down. That's been cast.
And there's no telling what this kid's going to do to his family when he gets back.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just in a state of elation.
They said
you drove me all the way to Nebraska.
Yeah, well,
I don't like corn, and you dropped me off there.
Trying to get rid of you because you're nothing but trouble.
Well, I'm back.
Well, that's bad news for everybody, isn't it?
And look what I picked up in Nevada on the way back. Brand new. I got some more coming in the mail that I got off
Knife Show?
Knife Show with what's his name?
Tom Odell.
You don't.
Tom says, hey.
Jigbone deer skinner.
Trey's right. If he was hard to handle before she got rid of him, he's going to come back home and probably be a little disgruntled.
I can't imagine them bringing him back in that house. You put him in a hospital someplace where he can get help. The kid needs psychological counseling. And
again, you're going to have to come up with the money for that. She doesn't have it, or she would have gone that route, and it doesn't seem to be any social services. They're going to step in. At 14, this kid it's a pit bull. Put him down.
You don't put him down.
You want him living with you?
No.
Do you want to have to spend the money to take care of this kid?
For the state, yeah, that's what they do. I just don't understand the full story behind why the state won't take over. Because almost anywhere else, if you have this much trouble and statutory rape, and he's raised a knife to somebody, that constitutes the state stepping in and watching him.
I don't understand why, at 14, you wouldn't just bump him up. You bump up kids all the time to be tried as adults. Sure. Why this kid hasn't gone that route?
They're looking at that.
What's the rest of the story say?
Actually, Bill, the last part of it just says it doesn't appear that she broke any of Nebraska's laws. She dropped Kevin off within hours of the law changing. If I remember right, I think she was. I think this kid was the last one that got in under the.
Well, if he got in before the deadline, why is he coming back?
That's the part we can't figure out, because Nebraska hasn't really come out and said exactly why they're sending this kid back, other than they're saying
Doors closed.
No.
Had enough. Doors closed. No more. Sorry.
And I think it has to go back to what you were saying, Russ. This kid's obviously, they found out
his history
and said, you got to take this one back. We don't, Nebraska's already got a bad enough image as it is. We can't be giving away rapist kids.
Driving all the way back. Nebraska don't even want you. You know what I'm saying? Nebraska don't even want you. You little weasel.
Weasel?
You little weasel.
I like weasel.
And you don't think you should just put him down?
No, you can't put a child down. As funny as it is to say, unless y'all.
I wish I was kidding. In certain instances, you have to know where to draw the line. It's not going to change. He's not going to get any better. You can, try to help them psychologically until you're blue in the face, and then what's going to happen? He's going to stick that knife in your blue face.
Well, it does happen all the time. We got an email about that 8-year-old kid that was talking about you and Dan. I can't believe you and Dan would actually be okay with commuting a death sentence on an 8-year-old. I've heard you say some shocking things before, but I just can't believe that, Russ. The 8-year-old that killed his dad and his friend.
Did I say we'd commute it?
Just says commuting. I thought you said to put him down.
Yeah. We said just put him down.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you want to call it that, commuting a death sentence, just by going ahead and putting him down.
Yeah, but commuting a death sentence makes it sound like it goes to the legal process. We just want to put him down like a dog. But we'd rather keep the dog. You're right, he's worse than a dog.
The kid shot his dad and then shot his dad again because he was suffering. Don't try and play the kid's compassionate angle on this.
There's no compassion.
The only problem with that scenario with that 8-year-old is the cops decided they were going to be overly zealous, go in, we're going to bust this thing, we're going to get this taken care of, we're going to get a confession. And now you've blown it because there was no parent, there was no legal counsel anywhere around that kid. Anything he said is going to be inadmissible. Nice try, rednecks.
They really tried. They wanted to be the heroes. Small town cops, they wanted to be the heroes. We're going to get.
I'm not a cop, and I know that you're going to have those different things in place, or I'm not going to be able to take that to court.
We're just going to talk to him about what happened that day. Remember, we're going to talk about good things and the truth. Just tell us what really happened that day.
They shot Daddy and his buddy.
Stop the tape.
And that kid's a sociopath because, he was sitting there making up lies on the fly about, he saw a car speeding away.
That's not necessarily a sociopath. That's trying to get your ass out of trouble.
At 8 years old?
8-year-olds lie. But especially when they shoot Daddy.
I was about to say, double homicide.
Did you shoot your daddy?
No.
Why'd you say
Somebody jumped in the window. They jumped up and down on the bed and then shot Daddy. Then they jumped back out.
You said we were going to be truthful today, remember?
Yeah.
You're going to get some ice cream after. You just tell us the truth. What happened?
All right.
What, did you kill your daddy?
No.
Well, somebody did.
Yes.
What happened when you walked in the house?
Daddy was dead.
Daddy was already dead.
Yeah.
How come your fingerprints are on the gun?
I picked it up. I tried to shoot the guy running out the door. One-armed man.
We've seen this show. No, it didn't happen that way.
No. All right.
You're going to be honest with us today.
Okay.
Ice cream. Your favorite kind.
I know who did it.
Who did it?
Jamie Farr. Can we break now? All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Martin Show.
All right, Daniel, what do you got?
All right, this check of traffic is brought to us by the Las Vegas Convention Bureau. In Richardson, 75 northbound before Collins, I mentioned that to you earlier. That accident is still there in the HOV, and the two left lanes are blocked.
Take the bumper out! Take it out!
Back up, this is 635. Southbound onlookers are slow from Collins as well. Also mentioned to you earlier in Irving, 635 eastbound at MacArthur Boulevard. That damn truck is still stuck under the bridge, which is closing out the two right lanes, so only the left lane is getting by. Back in Dallas, 35 northbound at Marsalis, you have an accident on the right shoulder. Also in Dallas, 30 westbound at Ferguson Road, you have an accident reported there. And over in Fort Worth, I-30 eastbound before 35, the three right lanes are closed due to a crash with the backup to Forest Park Boulevard. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. All right, 36 to the low side. Pretty tomorrow, sunny and 72. Now for Thanksgiving Day, if you're going to the Cowboy game, a couple of clouds, maybe some light showers, but it'll be about 65 for our high. We have 69 now at Live 105.3.
Trey, could you tell what I was trying to tell Chloe?
Yeah.
That last bumper that we just came out of the break with had like a half-minute intro. There's no reason to waste that much time.
No.
And I'm looking at Chloe while Dan's doing traffic. I went, take that bumper out.
Okay.
Then he starts handing me things. I went, take the bumper.
Here's the megaphone. Here it is.
Take the bumper out.
Fresh? No, that's chalk. That's when you had to enunciate.
Wow, that's when I had to actually let people see behind the curtain where all the magic happens. Can you not read lips for dick?
I didn't understand.
Trey got it?
He says he got it because you know he knows what you're talking about now.
No, you just kept saying,
take the bumper out. Take it out. Then he starts writing me notes. I don't want notes.
What kind of festa do you want?
You want me to open it? Tangerine. How many syllables? 2?
Yes. Well, then scratch it.
Get some unguent. Who are the people on hold, Alfie?
Guy listening back to the crazy step kid or adopted kid.
Has he got his own, or is he talking about this?
He has his own.
Oh, okay. So do I. Yes, Ryan?
Hey, I was talking about the astronauts.
All right. What are you on?
I was just...
Yes, Adam.
Yeah, hey, I was calling in. The state ain't going to do nothing until the kid does an act of violence, which draws blood, or goes out and attacks somebody. It is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, but they're not going to step in and help out whatsoever until that happens.
So, obviously, they're not going to consider statutory rape an act of violence, or they wouldn't have put statutory at the beginning of it. That was an age thing.
Well, what state did that happen in?
Dan, where did the kid come from?
California.
All right.
Yeah, you got a lot of screwed up people up there anyway, so I don't know what the hell is going on up there. But in Texas, they're not going to help out and step in and do anything until the kid does create an act of violence. Because I got stabbed by my stepdaughter, and that's before. I mean, they didn't do anything until that happened. We had been asking for years and years. And she's been diagnosed with depression, and she thinks that we go in and talk to the doctors and say, hey, give her this medicine, give her that medicine, and she won't take her medicine. She just doesn't. She thinks we're trying to dose her.
And
that's not the case.
How old was she when she pulled the blade on you?
16.
Okay, go ahead.
So that wasn't the case. We're not trying to dose her. We're trying to help her. And she wouldn't take any of that for help. She thinks we're constantly trying to do something against her.
So
granted, her father's been locked away for a while, and I've been in the picture for a while. I've been in the picture longer than she even knew her own father.
But she's got to do something, an act of violence before you can even commit her?
That's correct. I got stabbed in the arm, got 5 staples, and finally, I wasn't even going to call the cops. She stupidly called the cops on herself. And then they were like, well, why'd you call the cops? She had no answer. She was enraged, mad, and...
What did they finally do with her at that point?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
And where is she now?
Well, she's juvenile right now. And we're going to have a hearing and whatnot, and she has to agree to go into NA, doing church activities, doing
school activities. She has to agree to UAs. She has to agree to a whole handful of things, which is a lot of responsibility for a child. But when you're going to pick up a knife and go towards somebody, then at that point, yeah, you're not considered a child.
Well, you also, if you're going to... just because she agrees to all the different regulations, rules that she's got to follow when she gets out, she hasn't been able to follow anything. You're a mouthy bastard. Doesn't mean she's going to be able to stick with that. She's going to say whatever she needs to get out of jail, and then either she's going to fled or she's going to go back to stepdaddy, and he's going to get a fresh one.
Well, they're going to hope they closely monitor at that point. But my God,
you can't closely monitor how?
Well, like I said, you're right. There's nothing you can do at 3 a.m. when she's standing over you in the dark with a knife. There's no monitoring at that point.
Right.
Yeah,
how are you ever going to actually sleep for more than 3 or 4 seconds if you know she's floating around the house? Locks, deadbolts, doesn't make any difference. She's going to actually eat through something.
I can't imagine living in that situation in your own house. I really can't even comprehend what that would be like, much less she's already stabbed me. I know what she's capable of doing, and those things normally escalate.
How do you think, God, I think this woman has to take this kid back feels. I mean, she's got 2 other kids, obviously. They're good kids.
Off, yeah.
And now you're not sleeping in the house. This is one of those stories. I'm not going to surprise me 2 weeks from now you see another report where the mother gets stabbed or one of the kids gets stabbed.
Or they end up shooting the 14-year-old because he went on some type of spree, pissed off because they dropped him off in Nebraska. That's the perfect litmus test. They won't take a kid in Nebraska, then he's just got to be put down. Die's been cast.
Stop with the die's being cast.
I don't care if he's 14. I don't care if he's 35. You're obviously to a situation where you're of no value to society.
Well, but he can be helped. Everybody can be helped. They can be out of balance physically, mentally. They can be helped.
He's 14. He don't want any help. But I'm sure that mother, before she drove to Nebraska, and I'm positive that was just a lovely road trip.
Yeah, fun.
I don't even know how she got him in the car to take him any place.
I think I read somewhere in the story during the break that the kid was just totally nonplussed by the whole thing. Just like, whatever, okay, just look straight ahead. When he got out at the hospital, or wherever she let him off, didn't say a word, just walked in. Said, okay, fine. I'll find someone else to stab. You may leave.
He even says, or she even said to him, she goes, if you walk through that door, you're not coming back.
Okay.
He said, fine, and walked through the door.
So maybe she was going to play this out as, all right, here's my last-ditch threat. If he knows I'm serious, that I'll drive all the way to Nebraska to drop his ass off.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be some type of negotiation that'll happen.
It'll finally wake him up to realize.
And obviously not, because now he's going to come back.
Twisted.
And you're going to have to live in bubble wrap forever.
God, I can't. Like I said, I'm lucky. So lucky as a parent that I didn't have any problems like this.
I'm lucky I can't shoot.
You wouldn't have any problems like this. You wouldn't.
You never know what kids finally are going to grow into. And this 14-year-old, there's going to be no change there.
You don't know.
It's like a pit bull. You can't do anything with it. There's no other good that can come out of that kid.
Sometimes
it's got to be put down. Die's been cast.
Oh, good with the die.
This is one of those kids where you want to send them to like one of these, like a military school, something like that. That might be the only chance. But obviously, I'm sure the mother doesn't have the money to do that.
But again, you're talking about finances, and that's why she is where she is now. Any of those, Alfie? Are they about this? Because I'm done with this. All right. Do I have any barbecue sauce on my face?
No, not a drop.
Oh.
Did you eat during the break?
Oh,
You're full?
Don't look fatter. I feel tired.
You look a little like you
might have to get some stretchy pants.
Big meal. How much did you eat?
I don't know. I hope I don't crap in here.
Dude, moderation.
I don't know moderation.
No,
clearly. I'm ravenous.
There's no food out there.
Not a bit. I asked Trey when I got here, when he got here at 2:30, can you call Sugar Babies and get some food? It's 5 o'clock. I ain't got nothing.
I know. I was in there when you asked him.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Did you call him back?
I've called and texted Alex.
What did they say when you drove down there to the Sugar Babies to pick up the food?
How am I supposed to drive down there?
It's a block and a half up the road.
And if I don't make it back in time, then...
Then what?
Then you'll make me spin the wheel, do God knows what.
But I'll have food.
Well, I'll enjoy food while you get to it.
I like food. Our family's always believed in it.
I missed you guys yesterday.
You were comatose yesterday.
I wasn't comatose. That was fine.
Do you remember when we called you?
No. What'd you call me? What'd you call me? What'd you call me?
Not what, when.
When did you call me?
3:30, 3:45.
Yeah, you actually called us back.
Right. Yeah, I called. Joy answered the phone. She said she'll give you the phone later.
Yeah, I do now. I do. Oh, it's like an Ambien dream. Holy crap, I do remember now. I'm talking to you briefly. I don't remember what we talked about, but I remember talking to you. What? What did you say? What did I do?
I believe Chloe recollects it.
What I do? That is such a flashback to an Ambien dream.
I'll get Dan to during the next break pull the audio
until somebody.
That way you can go back and challenge it.
No, I remember being on the phone now. Because I just got up from my nap and she said the station called, and I swear to God for a minute she goes, "Call the station." I went, "Is it a contest? What am I looking? What station are you talking about?
What number are going to be?"
For just a split second, I thought.
All right, hang on. Let me work up. Because if you don't sound enthusiastic, they'll hang up on you.
Swear to God, for a second, I thought you wanted me to call some of the stations.
Right. Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
All right, 503 at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. A Conroe, Texas man can thank his daughter and her homework assignment for his presidential pardon. Danny Pugh was among 14 people pardoned by President Bush Monday afternoon. Pugh became a convicted felon in 1996 for the illegal treatment, storage, and disposal of hazardous materials and chemicals used to preserve utility poles. The Vietnam veteran did not dodge the bullet. Pugh said, "I assume full responsibility for my actions and the people who worked for me."
He was storing what chemicals?
Illegal treatment, storage, and disposal of hazardous materials and chemicals used to preserve utility poles.
That smelly crap they put on utility poles.
Yeah. His punishment was 6 months of house arrest and a $1,000 fine. Years later, in 2003...
Why was he keeping that stuff?
He worked for a company that did that and used that, and somehow he illegally dumped it, and they found out.
Oh, okay. He wasn't housing it.
No, not for himself. No, he worked for some company.
Okay, I got it.
Years later, in 2003, Pugh's daughter, Karen Flint, wrote the president for a college government class. She asked for a pardon, but really didn't expect one. Years passed, and then unexpectedly, neighbors started getting calls from the FBI. They were asked about Danny Pugh. Amy McCullen, who
Are you
was
sure
neighbor,
I don't smell like chicken?
No, not yet. No,
not onions?
No, it would be almost impossible because there's no food here.
I may have to nap.
You haven't eaten anything.
But I know it. How long before the food gets here, Trey?
I don't know. I'll call in the next break.
I'm hungry now, you know? Pancakes. Why don't you go call Alex? You're not really needed right now.
Okay, I'll go call him again.
Thank you. Think of yourself as the gallbladder of the show.
Very nice. Yeah, be nice to him.
You want it?
No.
All right. Let the appendix go.
Amy McCullen, a neighbor, said...
Does it say anywhere in this story how Bush decides who's going to be on his pardon list?
It sounds like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, it's...
Well, there's got to be a plethora of letters he's got to go through. It's like Mark Cuban getting requests for cash. It's got to be the same thing. How do you decide? And why are those two Texas border agents still locked up? How come they haven't been pardoned?
Real good question.
They shot a Mexican drug smuggler, and they were both sentenced to 11, 12 years in prison?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Why would they be at the top?
You would think. I don't know. Again, maybe it's only things that are presented, and nobody presented it because of what a hot topic that is.
You've got a lot of groups that are still trying to get these two border agents out of jail.
Well, then you'd think they would have presented it to the president at this time. Again, I don't know enough about that case to know why he can and what he can't do. I guess he can pardon pretty much anybody.
Yes. Yeah. Any person, any point, for any reason.
Yeah, and the thing is with this, it could be something as simple as this is an easy one. Like these first 14 could have been things that they've been looking into for a while. Like, for example, this situation was back in 96 with this guy and his telephone pole chemicals.
Mm-hmm. The guy's dumping sludge down the sewer.
Right, so it was
Don't
an
put
easy
him
one.
at the top of the list. Have somebody that's in prison for actually enforcing the borders, protecting the borders.
He should do this all the way up until he's out of the office, right? Bush.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Russ. That would absolutely make sense. Take the worst ones, people that are currently in prison serving time and all that, and if you're going to pardon them, do them first. But for whatever reason, they didn't do it that way.
Okay, take a look at law enforcement. Start there. And you've got, with these border agents, you got chicken?
Not yet.
Barbecue?
No.
Ribs?
No.
Beans?
No.
Slaw?
No.
Forks?
Got some of those.
That's cruel.
When you get it, here's what you're going to eat it with.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Plate, fork. You know what that's for eating?
That's for eating. Where's my food?
Huh?
Without food.
No.
I'm going to go get my Obama plate.
We've got the story here. Several groups, including Friends of the Border Patrol, the Minutemen, and Grassfire.org have been trying through petitions to keep the agents out of prison, either by a motion. The story's a couple of years old. They're in prison now.
Okay.
Either by a motion to allow them to remain free on bond during an appeal or through a presidential pardon. Here's the best part.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that they think that they needed to be locked up was they shot a drug smuggler. They claimed he had a gun. They never found one.
All right.
But here's, see if I can find it. The government made a deal with the guy that was toting the dope.
Okay.
In exchange for his testimony, the government granted him immunity from prosecution for attempting to smuggle nearly 750 pounds of marijuana, street value of $1 million in the U.S. He was treated in a U.S. hospital.
All right.
And is now suing the federal government for $5 million.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Based on his testimony, a drug smuggler with $1 million worth of pot locked up 2 Border Patrol agents.
How in the hell does something like that get that far out of whack? I mean, again, maybe Bush is working on this particular case, and he'll do it before he leaves office.
Well, they're locked up now. This guy, the sludge dumper, was under house arrest.
Yeah.
These guys are in prison. And as maniacal as the borders are now, you don't really want to be locking up any agents. They got enough issues being murdered by the cartel.
Yeah. Can you even imagine being in prison and them knowing you're a border agent?
Oh, they had to be moved from their original place.
Here's a quote, but I don't know who's making the quote. It says, "It's just an absurd case," Poe said Wednesday. "There's something weird about our government being so interested in making sure these 2 border guards go to prison. We hope to get the bottom of what all of this is about." And this story that I'm reading is from January of 2007. The agents say that, I guess his name is Davila, it just refreshed on me. Anyway, they said he had a gun. They shot him in the ass when he was fleeing.
Okay, he was running away, and they shot him in the ass.
And they claimed that nobody could find a gun.
It was excessive force because he was running away.
He's a drug smuggler.
I couldn't agree with you more. This is one of the most absurd cases, and it's something about...
And they didn't kill him. They just shot him in the ass.
I know.
You get shot in the ass.
I know. There's something here you don't know, obviously. There's some...
No, that's really...
That makes no sense. Maybe I even get probation or some time off, but to put him in prison for that?
It's so political, especially in the Southwest, where you have a large Latino Hispanic population.
So you think it would stir up too much political issues to let him go?
The Attorney General for that region, he has been just zealous about some of this stuff. There's actually 1 or 2 more that they're going after. So it's nuts.
You know a lot about that. You know about chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ribs?
Yeah.
Barbecue?
Yeah.
Go get me some!
I'm sure Alex will...
Okay. Every minute that I don't eat, you're going to spin that wheel. Every 60 seconds.
Oh, good Lord.
I would start thinking right now is solutions. Standing here is getting nothing done.
No, he's getting hungry, I can tell. I know that look in his eye.
I'm cranky.
You're always cranky.
Crankier. I got no food. My blood sugar's dropping. I'm mad. I'm harsh. Die's been cast. What? What do you want me to do? Go get me some food.
What do you want?
Food.
What?
Everything I named off. And bring me some fruit that's not in season. God. How we doing, Chloe?
Breaking 3.
Oh, and then Chloe, because he knows I'm getting up Trey's ass about this during the last break, Chloe goes, here's some barbecue that they brought in about lunchtime. It's been sitting out, won't it?
It's something.
Oh, it's been sitting out for 5 hours.
Eat that. You'll probably survive. Eat it.
No, I'll end up with the frogs in my colon. You can't bring meat that's been sitting out for 5 hours. Oh, well, where'd you get that? It's been sitting out in the break room.
Oh, God, in the break room.
I put it in the fridge.
Swell. Go ahead, Dan.
All right. Brenda Helmer, whose eyes were bloodshot most of Monday from crying tears of joy, said her prayers have been answered after she learned she is one of the 14 people whom President George W. Bush pardoned Monday. She pleaded guilty in federal court to mail fraud back in '98 and got probation. But just before 2 p.m. Monday, while sitting at her desk in her husband's dentist's office, she answered a phone call she didn't expect. It was from the U.S. Department of Justice telling her she was among the few to receive a presidential pardon.
Again, somebody that's not locked up, not really in any type of dire situation.
No, she's out running around. It makes no sense. And why there's got to be some way he does this and what order he pardons people.
All right, Trey, since you're going to stand here and not be a food fetcher, do you know what the prerequisite is that they use for presidential pardons?
I mean, there is no template. A lot of it's political favors.
So a lot of these people on this list could be people that have some type of association with the Bush administration, made donations in the past to a fund, whatever.
Know a congressman, know a senator, something like that. Or, just good PR stories like the little girl who wrote the president to get her daddy a pardon. The big serious ones will usually come a couple of days before he leaves office. Because he's actually...
But these guys are in prison. I wouldn't want to wait until January 19th or 20th to finally get out.
They should have been pardoned the day after they were sentenced. I don't get it.
Anytime you don't get something, there's something that we don't know. Whether they lied about the gun or they tampered with the evidence. The Border Patrol agents did something that the courts decided, yeah, you need to go away for almost 20 years. But when you live in that environment and you're having to protect the border, I don't care what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a drug smuggler. I mean, who cares?
And he's not dead. They shot him in the ass. And now he's going to sue our government for $5 million after our feds worked a deal so he got immunity.
And he'll probably walk away with probably $1.5 million. And
an assload of chicken.
Only you could turn that story back into chicken. That was good.
I've forgotten what it tastes like. We need a break? All right. What are you going to do during the break, Trey?
I'm going to Sugar Babies.
Why?
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Run the Chicken Express spot and be a dick.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Did Trey leave?
Yes, he's gone. He's gone to get your chicken, barbecue, whatever you'd like.
Why?
Because you screamed at him and told him you were starving. Go do something. Fix it. Make it happen. Or spin the wheel every 60 seconds.
I asked him at 2:30.
2:30.
3 hours ago.
I was there. I know. I heard you say it. You went, can we get
then he came in the studio. What, is it here? He said you didn't want it.
I don't know where he got that.
He forgot, and that's
his cover.
He was trying to play it back in that direction, thinking that they go, okay, well, obviously I said I didn't want it.
Why didn't Gavin go get it? Because he's done that for you in the past, so one of us didn't have to leave.
I don't know where Gavin is. I haven't seen him in his office for the past 2 or 3 hours.
Fair point.
No clue where he went.
Nobody ever does. I've forgotten what chickens look like. Those little hairy things with hooves?
No, not.
Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
We were talking about pardons. President Bush, of course, granted pardons to 14 individuals and commuted the prison sentences of 2 others convicted of misdeeds ranging from drug offenses to tax evasion, from wildlife violations to bank embezzlement. The new round of White House pardons are Bush's first since March and come less than 2 months before he will end his presidency. The crimes committed by those on the list also include hazardous waste, as we learned with the telephone poles,
sludge dumper,
food stamps, and the theft of government property.
Somebody stealing food stamps?
It would appear so. Or just like a fraud of food stamps, possibly. He's been stingy during his time in office about handing out such reprieves. Including these actions, he has granted a total of 171 and 8 commutations. That's less than half as many as President Clinton or Reagan issued during their time of office.
Oh, if you were in prison, you got out when Clinton left. Just that whole, Sing Sing. Just let them all go.
Clinton was pardoning people. It was like he didn't even look at the cases.
No.
It was just some type of plea. They went, all right, well, I'm on a tear.
Yeah, you're right. His list actually came across almost as if the way that we heard about it is if someone stuck a permission slip in front of his face and said, here, just
He wasn't looking
don't worry
at
about
anything.
it. Yeah, just sign it.
Like, we need all these pardons. Okay.
Like Radar O'Reilly. Just sign it.
And it almost seemed like it was going to be nonstop leading all the way up to when he left the office.
Just his whole exit was so
white trash.
Yeah, that's the word.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
Okay. Emails and memos obtained by News 8.
Now, you know what? Barbecue's got too much fat in it.
You're getting chicken? Oh, my God.
Oh, I think I just saw him walk back in. Well, even better. He's not going to answer. What about News 8?
They revealed that hundreds of people ticketed in Dallas for violations ranging from speeding to minor assaults will never get penalized. The emails and memos tell Dallas police to toss out tickets that have mistakes on them, which means no day in court for the violators. The city attorney's office says officers are making too many mistakes and tying up the courts.
All right.
Vernon Hale from...
Normally, I don't like to bag on cops, but how hard is it to write a traffic ticket?
It's probably not at all, but these
the
are...
person,
Mm-hmm.
what they look like,
Yes.
what they were driving,
Right.
their tags.
Time of day.
Isn't that pretty much it?
Yeah, and in some instances, so far the last week, DPD has been voiding tickets for even the smallest errors, including when officers forgot to write down the color of a violator's car.
Well, I know Everett has said in the past there's certain things on a ticket, if it's not there or it's wrong, you can get off, but I didn't think that they were that anal about it.
I don't think they normally are. I just think in this case, they've had to drop over the past 4 months, they've had to drop 600 violations. I think it's not so much that legally, if they got the wrong color or didn't put it down on your ticket, they could drop it. It's just that they just want to teach the cops a lesson. Say, we're not going to prosecute these if you can't take the time to write down the color of the car.
I appreciate the fact that they're not going to sit there on the side of the road and waste an inordinate amount of time writing a traffic citation when there are other things going on. So, yeah, things are going to get forgotten. But if you've got the important factors...
enough to know it's the right person, right time, right place, right car. Yeah, really, seriously.
I mean, what difference does it make as far as getting let go on this if you got the color of the car wrong?
I have a feeling Dallas just wants to flush this stuff because they're so backed up. They're looking for any way to flush a bunch. They go, well, you know what? If it's wrong, let them go.
Where'd you go, Trey?
What?
Did you leave?
Went and got you food.
What'd you get?
Got you chicken and brisket and vegetables and potatoes and...
No, I'm on a diet. I feel fat. I just took a diet pill. I'm okay. Thank you, though. Sick of chicken.
Yeah.
Former NFL star quarterback Michael Vick pleaded guilty Tuesday to a state dogfighting charge, a necessary step to make him eligible for early release from prison and potentially a speedy return to the NFL. Vick pleaded guilty to one charge and not guilty to a second count that was then dropped. The former Falcon star was given a 3-year suspended sentence.
So obviously the revelations they had over the last couple of days of somebody actually saying, yeah, he strangled and hanged some of those dogs himself, stole neighbors' dogs just to give his dog something to do. We all thought that was going to play out in the sentencing.
Apparently not. They're just going to let him out. They're going to mark him off of these so he can go on to probation.
And he's
okay, these are the state charges.
These are the state charges that he had the hearing on.
I thought the feds were going after him.
He's already in federal penitentiary.
Right, he's already serving a 23-month sentence in Leavenworth for the federal dogfighting conviction. He's scheduled for release on July 20th of 2009 and will serve 3 years of probation after that. Federal law prohibits prisoners from being released to a halfway house if there are unresolved charges pending against them. Since the conviction, he's landed in bankruptcy court after losing nearly all of his record-breaking $130 million from a 10-year deal he signed with Atlanta back in December of 2004, and he's a douche.
What makes you think he's headed back to the NFL?
I don't know if he is, but unfortunately, if he gets out within a certain amount of time, some jackass owner is going to give him a chance, and
Well, you read that in the story as if that were part of this overall plan is, let's tidy up all these state jail felonies or whatever he was convicted of, or it was still pending. Let's get all this wrapped up. Then he's out of the federal
They didn't go to a house.
Penitentiary. He goes to a halfway house.
Right. And that was the whole goal of him, doing the plea and going to Leavenworth early with the federal charges. That was all a concoction.
Just a way to speed this up. Get himself back into the league.
If he's back out by July of 09, he'll be back. He'll be back playing. Somebody will hire him.
Someone will pick him
Mike
up.
Tyson, for God's sake.
Yeah. Well, but we just went through the scenario with Pac-Man, who this last go-round, there was no police report filed. Wasn't really any issue, and who's running the NFL?
Roger Goodell.
Yeah. Goodell says, all right, you're out for a while.
Well,
you think Goodell would let Vic back in?
I think he will. I mean, you got to look at it this way. You also have to remember, I heard someone say this, Pac-Man was involved in an incident where someone is left as a quadriplegic, and there's really never been that big of an outcry against Pac-Man, but Michael Vick...
But obviously he wasn't convicted of it.
No, there was allegedly money changed hands and people forgot.
Forgot what?
Things
you know all this happened?
I said allegedly.
I think you said it too late.
Yeah.
During the overnight broadcast, we're going to cut that out. Ruh-roh. I believe Pac-Man's going to be coming after you.
Slender.
Yeah, he's still drinking.
Clearly is drinking.
And I've read two likely teams that might... Oakland
They
Raiders
take Michael Vick.
Dallas Cowboys.
No. Please God, no. Oh, Jesus, no.
Vic was a quarterback?
Yes.
We need one.
Backup one.
No, I don't give a damn.
I'm with you.
I swear, of all things that might actually make me turn my back on my favorite team of all time, that might actually do it.
No. And it was Ernie on the Ernie and Jay show today. He was succinct. Obviously, he's
medicated.
Yeah. You take, regardless of what somebody's history is, you put them in there, and if the team all of a sudden is on a winning streak, you don't care. Doesn't make any difference what they did, where they've been, how we got them. All we know is our team's winning, and we're all over this guy.
You're absolutely correct. People, A, tend to forget. B, we're a great country of forgive and forget. It's the Christian way to do.
And also not everybody looks at animals.
You're absolutely right.
The way that I do is if you go out and torture animals. To me, that's the same thing as doing it to a person. People don't think like that. It's livestock. They're just animals, and we got plenty of them.
Same as putting a cow down or anything else. It's a sport. Putting the cow down, we do it for food. It's a necessity.
Yeah, what difference does it make if there's actually you're doing it for mass production, for consumption, or if you're just out there hanging a few dogs on the weekend?
Really? Seriously, well, there's a lot of people that think that way. A lot.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the people looked at this and said, what's the waste of all the dollars in the court time? Because this guy strangled a few dogs.
Well, those people also...
And you get far enough away from that event, and you look at it and you go, well, maybe we do have other things we need to focus on. It's not a crime against humanity.
No.
It's still chicken ass, and I only say that because he's still locked up. But at a certain point, you got to go back and focus on crimes against people, and then if you want to get to animals...
And by the time he comes out, I promise you, a lot of people will not even remember what he went in for.
Well, you're always going to have groups that are going to get behind him.
You guys will.
You had Tookie Williams in California, a murderer from 25 years ago. He had actors in Hollywood wanted his death penalty community.
Guy killed somebody in cold blood, exactly. Oh, but he's changed. Look what he's done in his time in prison. Look at the people he's helped, and think of the people he could help in the future. Let's turn this around.
Well, it's very generous of you to think that way, but the only reason he had that time to turn his life around is because our court system is so slow. The people that he slaughtered didn't get that chance to think about what they were going to do with the rest of their life because they only had like 3 or 4 seconds.
It's still amazing to me that people will get behind somebody like that. That's even worse. I know that seems almost worse than the Vic thing. The Vic thing's horrible, but getting behind someone who cold-blooded murderer is just amazing.
But people don't care about other people. But I got news for you. PETA ain't going to let this one go. They will pound Vic.
They don't have any bite. PETA,
it's a bad PR.
They can make noise.
I don't think Vic's going to care about that. He'll strangle a dog in front of him.
I think a team that might pick him up will care about it.
The PR angle from that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Don't want to take any of those, Alfie?
Line 1.
We already addressed that. Still pets around the neighborhood so his dogs had something to do?
Yes, sorry, I didn't hear about that.
Okay. What are you listening to?
I'm listening to callers.
All right. Well, go back to the caller channel. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Even if money's tight this year, you can still have a great Thanksgiving dinner. Here we have 5 money-saving tips to help make sure your table is full, even if your pocketbook is not. Russ, would you like to guess some of these money-saving tips?
Invite no one.
No. This isn't people that are actually going to have a celebration.
All right.
You make a great turkey dinner.
Deadbolts.
No.
Tasers.
Not keeping...
Electric fence.
Not.
Moat.
No. Not at all. It's
gun turret.
It's people... What?
These what?
These are people that are actually going to have family over, and it's just ways to save some money at Thanksgiving. You make a great Thanksgiving dinner, and you make it a little fat. I remember when I was at your house.
I enjoy it, and I also like to enjoy it alone. Because when I'm done eating, I want to be alone. And people don't seem to leave.
No,
they want to stay, and they want to regroup, and they want to go through this respite so they can eat more, and they don't go away.
Sure, you want to watch a cowboy game, relax, unbutton your pants. It's a family event. It's once a year.
What do you do at family events?
It's a family event.
Why are you dropping your trousers?
I'm not dropping. Just if you ate too much. I know you don't have any experience in recently eating too much.
Hey, who's sleepy?
Because the tryptophan ain't got to this yet. Anyway, you relax.
He wants to sit at the big table.
Stop it. You made a great dinner that time.
Who wants pie?
Of course, you invited that sales chick over and then didn't let her in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The sales chick one time, big Thanksgiving dinner.
I didn't like her.
Oh, why invite her over then?
Because I didn't like her.
It was so rude and so uncomfortable. Come on over for Thanksgiving. She comes there. She was outside for, 15 minutes? Finally, she left, but all the cars outside. She knows we're inside. That was just rude. Why didn't you invite her over if you don't like somebody?
I told her she could come over.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Why set her up for disappointment?
She came over.
She came over, knocked on the door, rang the bell.
Got to see the house, got to enjoy the front yard, and she left. Something to tell your family and friends. I wasn't letting her in.
I was invited.
I already told her. I said, I got family coming over. I just want to get them in and out. Well, I'd like to come meet your family. I'd rather you didn't. Well, it's something I want to do. All right, come on over.
Well, that assumes you're going to let me in.
I had already told her no a couple of times. Maybe she got a glimpse through the windows.
And, of course, there's the Thanksgiving that your father called you a name.
Yeah, he called me an a-hole because he wanted to bring a bunch of listeners by the house for the holiday.
You know, he invited. They were some of his friends.
I don't care.
I know.
It's Thanksgiving morning. I'm on the phone. I'm standing out on the front porch, just enjoying the moment. I don't have to go back to work for a few days. Call my dad, see what time he's coming over. Well, I got 5-6 people I invited. Who is it? Well, just people that big fans of you. I don't want them over there. You can bring whoever it is you're screwing right now, but nobody else. Well, they're already on their way over here. Well, what a big disappointment they're going to have.
Oh, my God.
Well, you just asked. Hung up, didn't call me back for 3 or 4 days.
But he did call you back, and you guys have made up since, and that's why you go see him all the time in the nursing home.
No.
Are you having any family over this year?
No.
Not your mom? Brother?
I believe I'm still related to them.
Did you even invite them?
No. So I'm not having family over. Didn't invite them.
That's rude.
All right. I'm a bad son. I'm a bad brother.
When's the last time you talked to your brother?
A few years. Why? When was the last time you talked to him?
I don't think I've ever talked to him. He's not my brother.
Then get off me. How we doing, Chloe? All right. Go ahead, Dan.
Did you want to guess on the Thanksgiving ways?
No, skip past this. I've already gone through a state of depression.
A student at a Florida school has been arrested after authorities said he was passing gas and turning off his classmates' computers. The 13-year-old boy continued.
That's some potent gas.
Mm-hmm. No. He was farting, and then he was turning off the computers, not with the gas.
You don't know that.
That's not the way the story reads.
Technically, I don't know that, but I don't believe gas can turn off.
Okay, well, then shut the hell up. Go ahead, Dan.
The 13-year-old boy continually disrupted his classroom environment. They arrested
him for this?
Yes. By intentionally breaking wind. That then shut off some computers other students were using. The Spectrum Senior High School was arrested on November 4th. He was charged with disruption of a school function and then released to his mama.
But obviously, he's still going to have to go to trial. You get arrested, you're not done with that. They like to have trials down the road.
Yeah, sure.
Big pain in the ass.
I know.
And they're going to go ahead and prosecute this kid because easing class floating air biscuits.
Disruption of the school function and turning off the computers and just being a general jackass. I guess there, wherever it is, Florida, they can arrest you for that.
Yeah, the school resource officer placed the boy under arrest after he confessed about his behavior. So really, at a certain point,
Trey's right. He's brought this up several times. We're raising our next generation of pussies. You can't deal with kids. You can't have pranks anymore. You can't have, you got to worry about everybody's emotions and everybody's feelings. You can't give somebody an F because all of a sudden they're going to lose their self-esteem.
It's just it's the society
we're worried about too many different people, too many different religions, too many different issues. We can't focus on anything. And again, that's why we are where we are. Can't call it Christmas anymore. Got to call it the holidays.
Holiday festival.
Which I'm okay with now that I'm Jewish. But the whole Christmas issue doesn't bother me if I see a Christmas tree or somebody walks by and says, Merry Christmas.
Sorry, I missed a day. I didn't know you were still Jewish.
I'm going to be Jewish all the way through. Actually, I think I'm going to convert to Jews for Jesus, so I can also celebrate Christmas, and I get the gifts for Hanukkah.
That's a weasel deal. No.
I'm Jew.
You're getting one or the other.
I'm getting both.
You're not getting a Christmas gift.
Jews for Jesus get Christmas gifts, don't they?
Well, that's because they're Christians.
Okay.
So you don't get them the
Hanukkah
gifts.
Why can't I do both?
Because you either got to be for Christ or against him. There's really no middle road on this one.
Actually, yeah, there is. There are plenty of...
Obviously, there's a middle road if you got Jews for Jesus.
No, not between Jews and Christians. There is no middle road. You're either for Christ or against him. You believe or don't.
What about if I wait till after the holidays and then I make my decision? See what I got more for, Hanukkah or Christmas?
No.
And then I'll decide if I'm going to turn my back on Jesus or not.
No, I don't believe that's the way it works. You pick one or the other. You do it for faith, not for gifts.
This is getting too hard to discern.
Well, just pick one.
Well, I can't.
Why?
All right. Gonna be regular Jew.
Okay. Is there anything Jews can't eat? Was it
obviously chicken? Somebody doesn't want me to have chicken?
Apparently not.
I believe pork.
What kind of ribs did you bring?
Pork.
Jew hater. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. No can lifters. It's all Mr. All. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, go down.
All right, this last check of traffic is brought to us by Geico. In Dallas, 67 northbound to Loop 12. Only the two left lanes are, the two left lanes are closed due to a crash. That means only the right lane is getting through. So far, the backup is all the way down to 35. In Richardson, 75 southbound out of Arapahoe, you have an accident reported there with the backup all the way to the Bush. In Tarrant County, Fort Worth, you have a 35 both directions between Vickery and Golden Triangle Boulevard. You have slow traffic just due to congestion. Staying in Fort Worth, I-20 eastbound before you get to 820. The three right lanes are closed due to a crash with the backup all the way to Wichita Street. There's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Daniel. We'll reach 36, very cold below tonight, then back up into the 70s tomorrow. And for Thanksgiving Day, if you're going to the Cowboy game or whatever you're doing, a little bit of clouds, maybe a slight chance of some rain, 65 for the high. It's about where we are now. We're at 67 at Live 105.3.
I can't remember which station it was. I was on the tollway, and I could just see the price from the freeway. I saw gas for $1.50 something.
Really? I haven't seen anywhere close to that.
So obviously we're out of it.
Well, clearly, there's no reason to worry about them anymore. Hybrids, don't want one of those. I may go buy 2 trucks.
Chloe had a buddy already started to buy into this.
Well, of course,
gas prices are down near $1.50. There's no way for it to jump back up to $4 or $5 a gallon. We're beyond that. Finally, things are under control. That's going to spur the economy on to move forward. All the prices are going to drop. Transportation costs are going to drop. We're ready to go. The truck close buddy goes out and buys a lifted truck.
Big old lifted truck, Chevrolet with a 454 in it and a bunch of other like just exhaust crap, which even worse gas mileage. And he says he got such a good deal on it, even if gas prices go up, it justifies it. I go, what if it just goes up and stays up? No, I'll be okay. I'll worry about it. I'll worry about that if it happens.
Yeah, he's going to love that. Mm-hmm. Trust me. I love sitting at the pump. It wouldn't even fill up my truck because it got over $100. It had stopped me.
How does he think he's going to be able to deal with that in the future? Because if gas prices go back up and they camp out there for a year, he's not going to be able to unload that, and he's not going to be able to afford the gas.
Oh, there's no way. Because it's just one of those type deals. You just drive gas station to gas station. It's just blood, and you just waste gas just sitting there.
What is it, Trey?
Oh, and the chances are next time gas spikes, it's going to be more towards $6 a gallon.
I was still stunned that we didn't hit $5 just for regular unleaded. That's in my mind. I just already stuck it there. So anything under $5, I felt like I was still getting a bargain.
And people forget. I mean, gas shot up from $2 to $4 in 6 months.
Yeah, and for it to come down so fast, what makes you think it's not volatile?
I don't know. All you know is what you could see right now. Gas, $1.50, $1.60 a gallon. I could go back to my regular lifestyle. I could go ahead and play things out. You know what? Why worry about it? Worrying about it's not going to change anything with OPEC.
I just think we're bad. I think we're fatigued of bad news. We want to think something good is happening. Hey, Obama's in the White House. Shut up. I'm buying a truck. And he'll help me pay for it.
And gas has dropped to an affordable level.
Yeah, look at it. It's going down more. It didn't just stop there. It continues to drop every day.
And the first sign, people think we're coming out of this recession, economies are going to start going back up, demand, they'll start speculating, demand, China, India, everything going to start going back up, oil will shoot through the roof, and here we go again.
Nobody thinks long term. Again, that's why this country is clumped full of dildos. We're stupid.
You're right. I mean, but even look at Ford adding 1,000 more workers to their F-150 plant because their new F-150, they say gets 21 miles a gallon, which I usually say, okay, well, it probably gets 18, which for a truck, better than most.
Again, it doesn't matter what the gas mileage is. They're still upping the production on their pickups, knowing that this ain't going to be long term. But people will just absolutely embrace it. You get away from a horrendous situation, and you're thinking, all right, we're not really going to come back to that anytime soon. We're in the clear for a while. You want to get rid of your truck, John.
Now's the time.
The gas prices have dropped enough, and they've been stable and continuing to drop. Unload it now.
I probably will over Christmas. Buy one of those new F-150s. I actually had a friend of mine email me to say that. Have you seen the new F-150s? Gas prices are down, dude. Buy one of these, the brand new ones, and yours is 4 years old. I wrote back, are you a complete idiot? No. But you're right. Maybe I'd like to take it in anyway and see what they'd give me for it, just in a trade situation, to see if it's actually gone back up.
Well, the value obviously has gone back up. When you were trying to trade it in, nobody wanted it. You had a hybrid dealer wouldn't even give you a price on it because he didn't want you to draw down on him.
Basically, he said, I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to insult you or embarrass you.
Hold on. Yes, Mark.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the only reason the gas prices went down like they did is because of the economic crisis. If we hadn't had the financial meltdown, gas would probably still be, I'm not saying to be $4 a gallon, but it would probably be at least still $3 a gallon, maybe higher. It's because the financial markets crashed that the gas prices went down.
Well, we've cut back on consumption, not just because of gas prices, but nobody's lending money. You can't get credit. So just as a necessity, we cut back on driving. And then everything started to drop.
Normally this two-step,
thanks, Mark.
We've talked about this for years. This two-step takes longer, though. This one's been so fast. I think in people's minds, they're thinking, the government has acted, and this has happened.
The government hasn't done anything.
I know, but something happened.
Yeah,
it's gone down.
We were actually conserving. And then starting about August, everything started coming back down because, demand was less. And then he's right. We're at $1.50 now. Or you said $1.50?
I want to say
$1.50.
It was probably $1.50. I don't know. I almost just backed up the freeway to see if I saw it right.
That is because of dire economic times. But
well, and I'm just as stupid as anybody else. I'll buy into it myself. You pull up and you just want to start pumping gas on the ground. At $1.50, I don't give a flying.
It's free. It's almost free.
Who owns gas?
I'm buying. Your buddy's buying.
What were you going to say, Trey?
I think I even said it a year ago. Never thought we would ever see gas below $3 a gallon ever again.
No, I was stunned when it dropped 10, 20 cents a gallon. So now we're in the mid 350s. And you feel like, okay, at least it's something you can tolerate. You cut back on other things. Certainly no reason to have food.
What do you think? Anybody have any idea, Trey? Do you know what the turnaround might be as far as when insurance go back up?
As soon as the economy turns around, we're going to start driving more. We're going to spend more, and gas prices are going to go back up. I don't get why it's taking so long for the economy to rebound, because now you've got the money you weren't spending on gas. You've got some disposable income. And you've got all the retailers that are still in a tailspin because they have no idea how they plan on the holidays blowing.
Yeah.
Which, if you got any cash without getting into debt, this is a time to start buying stuff.
Yeah, you're probably right, because everything's going to be as low as it's going to be for a very, very long time.
I just don't know if it's going to be...
I'll run out my credit card.
If you should do it now, around Thanksgiving, or wait a couple of days before Christmas, or wait till after Christmas.
I want to see what the sales do the day after Thanksgiving, see how drastic they cut.
But you don't know what the retailers are going to do or what they've got planned leading up to Christmas. Because if the economy doesn't pick up and sales don't pick up, that little smiley face guy is going to be dropping prices nonstop.
He'll be working on that.
And then you're going to feel screwed if you bought a TV for like $800 and then it's $500 right before Christmas.
Yeah, that's true. As it gets more dire and closer to Christmas, prices will drop.
I saw a consumer expert said if you find something like online or in a catalog, whatever, before I think they said December 15th, where it's going to be free shipping. I mean, the retailers are going to be doing whatever they possibly can to get you to buy that product. So that's probably going to be your opportune time.
Oh, I missed it. So by which day? Why wouldn't I just want to go to a retailer's? If I've got an issue with something, I can just walk it back. That's the only thing I don't like about online is repacking and shipping it back to them.
You said a lot of the big retailers said there'll be lower prices online where they don't have to have it in inventory and then just ship it to you.
Okay, so you're talking about somebody like Best Buy, whatever.
Right.
You could buy it online, not through eBay or something.
Right.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to try the Thanksgiving password?
Sure.
Everett's not here, so you're in the clear, John.
Thank God.
Do we have anything to
we actually do have
win for ourselves?
Yes. Let me see here. Oh, go ahead and do the music.
Okay, good.
We have 2 tickets to see Guar.
Hell yeah.
December the 4th at the Palladium. Also a gift certificate to...
Don't they make gum with that? What is Guar?
I have no clue. I thought it was GWAR, but Chloe told me it's Guar.
All right. When's Guar coming?
They're coming December 4th.
Hell yeah.
See? Gift certificate to Blue Goose. Also limo ride from Limo George. Also Sarah's Secret gift certificate. Toby Keith's Beer for My Horses DVD. Live 105.3 apparel and various CDs.
All right. Dan, you and JD, Trey, and you and Chloe will be on teams.
All right.
Everybody set?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Welcome to Password, where today's celebrity guests try to guess the password. Now, here's the host of Password, Russ Martin.
I felt no sincerity in there.
Oh, my God. You got some food in you now.
All right. Well, I had to go against my religion and eat ribs. All right. Trey, you and JD, headphones off. Dan and Chloe, the password is dark meat. All right, Dan, 10 points. Pass or play?
Actually, I'll play.
Okay. 10 points.
Inferior.
Inferior.
I don't know. Time.
Gosh.
9 points, Chloe.
Stacy.
Whoa! What the? I have no idea what it is.
Go ahead, Trey. Even if I knew, I believe I'd throw this one.
Big?
8 points, Dan.
Oh. No, I'm not going to say it. I don't care. I'm losing.
Chewy.
Well, I once said...
Say it.
Dark meat. Now, I don't agree with the inferior part, but chewy, yes.
Well, not everybody likes
I don't
dark
either,
meat.
but I know how to give clues to my partner.
Yes, you did. Good job.
All right. Dan and Chloe, headphones off. JD and Trey. The password is asparagus. All right, JD, you got control. 10 points. Pass or play.
I will, I'll play.
10 points.
Green.
Giant. 9 points, Trey.
Stinky.
Breaststone?
Huh? What?
8 points, John.
Vegetable.
Brussels sprouts.
7 points, Trey.
Pea.
Asparagus? Yeah. Okay. All right. Who's giving clues this time?
Me and Chloe.
All right. JD, Trey, headphones off.
Headphones off.
The password is white meat. All right. Chloe, 10 points. Pass or play?
Pass.
Dan, 10 points.
Superior.
Dan. White meat. Oh, my Lord.
I know my partner.
What's the score so far?
I don't care. 18-7, Dan and I are ahead.
Racist.
I'm only going off the other one.
All right. Who's giving clues this time?
JD and I are.
All right. Dan and Chloe, headphones off. The password is... let's see what I want. Gravy. We got the last one.
They did. We did.
All right, JD, 10 points. Pass or play?
I'll play.
Go ahead. 10 points.
Drippings.
Spooge?
Oh, God.
9 points, Trey.
Brown.
Starfish?
Terpenes.
It's Thanksgiving password. Thanksgiving items.
Oh.
Granted, you do use your starfish at the end. I don't know what the point is. Go ahead, Dan.
Creamy.
Ugh.
Gravy. There you go.
All right. JD, Trey, headphones off. Dan and Chloe. The password is giblets. All right.
Weeds had the last one, so he's...
Dan, you have control. Pass or play?
I'll pass this one.
Chloe, 10 points.
Ball sack.
What?
Giblets.
Oh, my God. Okay.
This game is tense.
26-10.
How we doing, Chloe?
No, I'm sorry, 17. Never mind.
Who's what?
26 for Dan and I, 17 for Train Club.
All right. Dan and Chloe, headphones off. Trey and JD, your password is turducken. Trey, 10 points. Pass or play?
I'm going to pass.
10 points, John.
Combo.
Abomination?
Oh, come on.
9 points, Trey.
Cajun.
Turtle head.
8 points.
Okay.
JD.
Quack.
Turducken.
That's it.
How'd you get that out of
combo?
Is that a Cajun thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Combo Cajun quack.
Yeah, the original one is in
Gavin's the one that gave me turducken. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was the host of Beat the Clock.
There's Bob Turducken.
No, it's the you can order them online from the original place in Louisiana.
It's turkey, duck, and chicken.
You got it.
Now, are they wrapped together, or are they actually able to get them to pull a train?
Texas A&M very forward thinking. No, they tie them all together and cook it all at once, one inside of the other. But I actually saw a thing the other day where someone took a turducken and wrapped it in bacon.
Yeah.
It would be something Trey would do, just to ruin my Jewish Thanksgiving. All right, who's giving clues this time?
Chloe and I are.
All right, JD and Trey, headphones off. The password is Black Friday. Dan, 10 points. Pass or play?
I'll play.
All right, 10 points. Okay.
Inferior.
Don't.
No, I'm sorry, I've already used that clue. Can I restart?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Subpar.
I'm not going to say it again. We've already used that word.
Maybe it's not the same answer.
Leftovers.
9 points. Chloe.
Atlanta.
What?
Hell.
8 points, Dan.
Right here. I got you.
Day.
It's a Black Friday.
God, you're good.
Day.
He's the best.
I'm not.
He is so grand.
Which way you're all stop it.
All right, we'll do a couple more and we're done with this. Who's giving clues?
I am.
All right, Chloe and Dan, headphones off. The password is Pilgrims. All right, JD, 10 points, pass or play?
I'm going to play.
Okay, 10 points.
Pride.
White.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Dear God.
Why are you pissed? It's your fault.
No, it's not. Dear God. Oh.
I learned it by listening to you, John.
Trey, 9 points.
Bow.
Musket?
8 points, John.
Watch me. Plymouth. Plymouth.
Rock?
No.
Better clue probably would have been Buick. 7 points, Trey.
Oh.
Hurry up. JD, give it one more shot.
Founders.
Pilgrims.
There you go. All right, 7.
Do we need a break?
Yes.
What's the score so far?
Currently, Trey and Chloe have 17. We have 41. What? I don't know why it doesn't feel good to win right now, but it just doesn't.
You're on a roll.
Not do anything.
Find me a game you can win.
Shut up.
I'm sure Stacy will be calling between now and 7. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Coming to ya on a dusty road. Good loving, I got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
All right, Dan, let's finish news and then maybe we'll finish password later.
Okay. North Carolina authorities say 30-year-old Fred Lewis Irvin of Raleigh stole money from a gas station before running across the street to a Harris Teeter store in a town just south of Raleigh. Garner police say he began beating Irene Mormon Bailey while stealing her car. Other shoppers came to her rescue, including one who hit the man with a frozen turkey. Wrong car, dude. And despite serious head injuries, Irvin got away in Bailey's car and hit several other cars as he fled, but police arrested him a short while later. He faces several charges, including an assault inflicting serious injury. He was hospitalized Monday in good condition.
I got the story after the frozen turkey. Go ahead.
Yeah. A group of Western Pennsylvania college students are hanging 350 bras, underwear, and some socks as part of an environmental message. The environmental science students at Allegheny College in Meadville are hanging out the undergarments as part of their 350 project, meant to raise awareness about the danger of carbon emissions. Part of the message.
Why do you worry about the emissions that camp out when you wear your panties too long? I thought that's what this was going to be about.
Well, we definitely have gone green. Want to smell?
No.
Really? No, I've gone green. Right here. Right down here. Right here.
No. Lick it. Well, obviously, this story's got two benefits to it.
Well, yeah.
Well, one thing's getting aired out while they're doing something for the environment.
Well, I put some other ones on. It's still green one, see?
No. Mm-mm.
You need a little love.
No, not even around the holidays. I'm not even going to kiss somebody under it. They know when it stinks, and they still want us down there. That's some type of punishment.
It's not punishment.
It is punishment.
It's love.
It's not love. It's a matter of not keeping yourself clean. If I'm getting ready to do something, I make sure that all my bits have been tidied up.
It's just natural smell.
It's not natural.
Everybody smells that way.
It's natural if you're out hunting for Yeti.
Every woman has a slight aroma down there.
Oh, you weren't here yesterday, John, when I told them about this. I was doing yard work. Mm-hmm. This ties in.
Okay. I can't wait to see how that ties into yard work.
I was doing yard work late Saturday.
Okay.
So now it's dark. I'm out front. I go tootling around the mailbox.
All right.
And there's one of the neighborhood skunks.
Did you get it?
What am I going to get it with? I'm doing yard work.
Did you get sprayed?
It was in the middle of getting ready to do something because it looked like the tail was coming up. All I had was a leaf blower. Guess who don't like their own stench sprayed back on?
That worked.
I didn't have anything else.
Well,
you get 160 miles an hour of your own stench back in your puss.
That's a really bad idea. I thought wrong, dude.
Because even if I had a pistol, I'm not going to shoot an animal just because I'm going to get sprayed.
No.
But even if you shoot one, I'm sure you're probably still going to get doused.
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely. They can get you. Oh, man. So it worked perfectly. You didn't get anything on you. Except the skunk. Damn it! That really does work. That's awesome. My eyes are watering.
I just never planned on the one thing that I was going to come to my defense.
The leaf blower.
Was my Echo leaf blower.
Congratulations for fast thinking.
I didn't have anything else. I'm going around the corner, and really you'd think it would hear the engine running.
Yeah.
Just any noise. They only come out at night, and they don't really seem to want to. They're not big into a camaraderie.
No, they're not social animals.
So you thought that would have run them off, unless this one was rabid.
Or it's possible that it's just gotten
used to being domesticated.
Yes.
Well, it still don't like the domestics, because I've been sprayed once in the backyard, and Rocco's gotten it twice.
That may.
Lucky Peppy got it back in his own mug this time.
Dan, what did you call that?
He gasballed himself.
Very nice. I'm not sure I would have thought that quickly.
Well, Russ is right, though. If you have nothing else at your disposal, you're actually holding something in your hand.
You scream like a chicken, you spray the skunk with a leaf blower.
He goes, damn, that human stinks.
Lust.
Who knew they smelled that?
And it went off back under the fence.
I thought only the female version smelled bad.
Is it me? I have some type of bacterial tailanosis.
He may leave you alone. You may have scared him off.
I don't know.
They may have marked that area as they don't. So I don't know what he's got.
And I've sprayed, and I guess you got to do it every time it rains if the sprinkler system goes off. But I've sprayed the fox urine, front, back, any place I thought they would have access to. We even put skunk traps out. They don't know from that.
I left me some fox.
No, they don't like fox.
But it didn't work.
I'm not spraying fox urine out there because I'm trying to get them around the house.
I understand. You found the one that might like fox urine.
No.
Well, they're not afraid of it.
Like I said, I think every time the sprinklers go off, you got to go back and respray it. We put out traps, and you're just supposed to stick something shiny in there, and none of them have gone after that. No, they want to sit out near my mailbox.
It's safe out here. What could possibly happen?
What are those, Alfie?
One's Big Stacy, and the other guy wanted to know if JD has heard his phone calls yet.
No.
I don't think Dan remembered to pull them. Did you?
Yeah, they're on my flash drive.
All right. Yeah, Stacy?
Yeah, what kind of Jedi Grand Dragon mind trick is JD using?
On
Chloe and Dan. On Chloe and Dan.
I don't understand.
He got Chloe using me as password clues, and Dan talking about we're inferior.
Who said you were inferior?
That black people and black meat and dark meat on the turkey. Everybody knows that the dark meat is the best meat because it's nice and juicy, and the white meat is all dry. That's inferior.
No. He never brought race into it. You played that out in your own head. That makes you the racist. And why is it at the end of the turkey dinner, there's a plate full of dark meat left, and nobody else sat next to it?
It's not a place.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay.
Last Wednesday.
All the food value drops.
Dan, last Wednesday, 43-year-old Tammy Smith of Moundsville, West Virginia, was arrested after she burned the word wimp into her 6-year-old daughter's neck. According to the girl, Tammy branded her with a cigarette because she was upset that the girl started crying after she tripped and fell down. Tammy's been charged with 5 counts of child abuse and malicious assault. She's being held on $50,000 bond.
What'd the kid do?
She fell down, hurt herself, started crying, so the mom burned a wimp into her neck.
If the kid didn't like falling down, why would she think that she didn't like a Chesterfield put out on her neck?
Well, I'm sure that parent was thinking along the lines of, well, you think, oh, it's that whole, I'll give you something to cry about.
Okay, I got it. It changes your perspective on things.
You're probably to fall down next time, kid.
Goddamn.
All right. A new study has found that 70% of men who ride motorcycles have experienced bladder control problems and erectile dysfunction, and the older you get, the more you're at risk. So now people are asking the question, is riding a motorcycle harmful to your junk?
Yeah, especially if you fall off of it. And your ball sack gets dragged 67 feet across the freeway.
I don't think that's what they're talking about, but yeah, that certainly is.
If that's your biggest concern on a motorcycle, don't worry about your junk.
Yeah.
Especially after Trey saw a motorcyclist in front of him skid past going 70.
Oh, he's going.
Was that the one? Was he in and out of traffic?
Oh, yeah.
Like they do? Okay. It's terrible to think somebody got hurt. It really is. But, man, they got it.
I think somebody called later and said that guy died.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I feel bad.
He passed me on the freeway, and Trey is about 2 miles. We already told this on the air. Trey was about 2 miles ahead of me, and we're going to eat. And he called, and he said, if you haven't gotten off at Spring Valley yet, go ahead and do that because traffic's backed up. And the guy had already passed me. I went, well, he'll be dead by the end of the week.
Oh, my God. And he was.
Trey called, and he said, a motorcycle just went skidding past me. Then he saw me, here comes a rider.
And a helmet. No helmet.
Well, it was the same thing, the wheelie and in and out of traffic, and he was with the rest of his buddies. And they just ate it. I think some car made a lane change.
I think. I mean.
How about you say yeah and just get on with this?
Sorry, yes.
All right. Now go ahead.
Oh, I said the biggest. Think about the people like the guy who had to shove his BMW into the median to avoid running over the guy. What if he had kids in the car or anything else?
Or he wasn't paying attention and went ahead and just plopped over him.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't play that in your head. And we've had cyclists call, and they tell us all, we're out there for the adrenaline, it's the rush, it's death-defying. Well, you know what? Sometimes it ain't.
It's my form of entertainment. It's my sport.
Time to time, obviously, death's going to mark one up in its column because you blew that one.
I know how to drive on a motorcycle. I can drive better, let's say.
That mentality is an absolute... That's a death sentence. If you think you can get out on the road and ride like that nonstop, the only thing that they have going for them is at least they wear padding. You see the guys on the Harleys that ride around with their shorts on and their nasty fat chicks hanging on the back of it. Mm-hmm. That's a picture of an ultimate optimist. That nothing's going to happen to me. I'm going to be able to just ride and not have any concerns.
Well, because I don't run in and out of traffic, and I don't run, up and down doing wheelies and stuff. I'm safe. No, you're not, unfortunately. Not in Dallas-Fort Worth. I've seen too many people almost run me over in my truck. As big as that damn thing is.
That's why I finally got rid of the fat boy I had a few years ago. You just couldn't enjoy riding it. You get out on I'd ride it on Sundays when nobody was around, and I finally got tired of that. There was just no enjoyment out of it. Maybe in a group, you got enough people around you. When I would ride with Luddy, but just alone, you can't go out and just enjoy the morning because you got to be aware of everything that's playing out around you.
You can't go anywhere. I think you said you stayed pretty much in the neighborhood.
Line one. Yes, you.
Yeah, it's Russ. How's it going?
Good.
Hit a deer down in the hill country last December when I was riding my motorcycle. Ended up with one of the antlers going through the back of my right leg. And the EMTs missed one of the chunks. I actually had to pull it out with a pair of pliers when I got to the house later on.
But you hit a deer on a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Now, how?
Oh, I was actually just along doing everything right, riding the speed limit about 5 minutes after sunset, just jumped out in front of me.
All right, thank you. I can see it in a car because you got a lot more weight to maneuver out of the way. You think a motorcyclist to get away from that?
I wouldn't think so. Sometimes they just dart out from behind bushes. No time to react at all. And they'll kill people, too. They'll come right through the windshield. I've heard it happen.
I saw the movie. Thank you.
I saw it happen up at Pilot Point.
I saw it on TV.
Oh, okay. I saw it in real life.
Okay. Good, Dan.
A woman says she's getting death threats after adopting and euthanizing a dog she called dangerous, despite
Do you have any happy stories?
Yeah, go next one here. No. Yeah, here we go. Last May, a 22-year-old man named Nicky Riley from Plymouth in the United Kingdom walked into the bathroom at a restaurant called Exeter's Giraffe and strapped 3 nail bombs to his body. Nicky left a note which explained that he was committing a suicide bombing because Muslims are suffering at the hands of Britain, Israel, and America, and we're sick of taking all the brutality from you.
And then he got stuck in the stall.
Yeah, did he?
See, Nicky got stuck inside the toilet stall after he prepared the bombs.
I'm all ready to go. Let me just get that locked.
And they blew up in his hands.
Oh, God.
He was the only one injured.
The last terrible seconds. If I could just get this, I can't get the... Oh, hell.
I'll get no virgins.
Well, that's the worst part is... the whole point was to blow himself up and kill others. So kill himself and kill others. He failed at both.
Well, you don't get the virgins unless you take the infidels out with you.
How sad. Where was that again?
It was in the UK.
Okay.
In a bathroom.
Go ahead.
According to a recent survey, nearly 1 in 3 men say their sex life would be improved if their wife would get plastic surgery.
Yes.
And you're... What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Not your life, certainly.
Well, anybody's life. If you've been married for a long time and her body's gone to hell. I'm not saying guys don't, but I don't care about guys. And you don't want to look at the ass, at the cans, especially if they've had kid after kid. There's no attraction there anymore.
Some people just grow old together gracefully.
There is no gracefully if you've had 3 or 4 kids. Your teats turn into beagle ears. Your ass becomes a depository for everything.
Some people do grow, and they just love each other for it. They don't. It doesn't matter.
But sex normally comes out of the play.
Yeah.
When they've turned into that. What's the percentage?
16% of men say their wife needs plastic surgery, and 6% say she needs a total overhaul. Here are the top 10 cosmetic procedures men want their wives to have the most. Starting at number 10, butt implants. Number 9, nose job. Number 8, a neck lift. Number 7, a facelift. 8, teeth whitening. Number 5, liposuction on the arms.
Oh, dude, sell a car.
I love her. She's my wife.
Well, if it gets to that point where that'll need a major overhaul, trade that thing in.
But I love her.
Not this
and
chick.
Stay in touch.
Coming in at number 4, a breast reduction. Number 3, breast enlargement. Number 2, liposuction on legs. And the number 1, liposuction on the stomach. Coming in at 37%.
That really is the nastiest. And I know you go through childbirth, and that's just what nature does to you. Yeah. But there are some chicks that are able to get beyond that. With weight loss trainers, some chicks, you can't even tell that they've had children.
I saw Angelina Jolie after having the twins. She's back to her body 6 weeks later.
Have you seen her naked?
I've seen her naked.
Well, then you don't know what her stomach's done. There were pictures of Cindy Crawford running out on a beach. Body looks okay in clothes, but her stomach looks like an old man with no teeth.
Why would you even, knowing everyone's going to take your picture and you're famous, why would you out on a beach like that? Have your own pool.
Obviously, you still got this body image that I still look like I did when I was in my 20s. Short of the fact that I got Gabby Hayes right here around my belly button.
Just what nature does.
Nature, it doesn't have to, though. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be nonstop.
I told you I dated that one chick one time, and she was young. She was mid-20s, and she'd had that baby, and it looked like somebody had dripped hot wax down her stomach.
Well, that's the same chick that I went out with a couple of years after you did?
No.
No.
Different one. I know who you're talking about, but different. But she had an issue, too, yeah.
Oh, her breasts were liquefied. She took her top off, and they just laid on the couch. And Abby's looking at me and went, no. They're not pets. They haven't come to stay. That's not something to lay on. I couldn't get her out of the house quick enough. Started slipping her breasts under the door. You call me later.
Much later.
Why would you take your bra off if you know that your breasts are just going to come flying out? And there's no way. The only way to get them back in your bra, it's like picking up mercury with your fingers.
I remember. Yeah, I don't know. But because, if we're going to get date, you're going to see these eventually. We're going to have sex.
Well, then, you know what? Show them to me ahead of time. And then ask me if I want to have sex. Don't get me worked up and then pull out the flapjacks.
I don't think she didn't want to be embarrassed by going, okay, I got something I got to show you.
Well, you're going to show me sooner or later, and light or dark, I'm going to be able to feel those and realize that there's nothing inside.
Hoping at that point you're so worked up that you'll overlook a little bit of...
I can't be that horny.
Liquefied boob. I know. I remember like half-filled water, not even half-filled water balloons.
No, those things were absolutely flattened out. It's like, why do you even keep those?
How does it happen to some women and then others? Because, I've had the same thing. It's just, ugh.
And it's at a certain point of when you date somebody, you want to ask, I don't want to touch them. I just want to see them outside of the bra.
Before I buy you dinner.
I want to make sure that they don't make a run for it.
Don't lie to me because I'm going to find out. Seriously.
A couple of Richard Kimball's in your bra. How we doing, Club?
Break it a minute.
All right. Dan?
Okay. A very bizarre trial involving Boy George got underway yesterday in London. Back in April of 2007, Boy George hired Auden Carlson, a 29-year-old.
I never got this whole story. I don't remember when it came out. I saw the story today where Boy George and another guy get this kid to come back to his house to take nude pictures. Then they strap him up and start torturing him. Isn't that right?
Yeah. He's originally from Norway. He's a male prostitute. Came to his London home for what George called a naked photo shoot. Carlson went there twice, and during the second visit, he claims George and another man held him down and beat him, then chained him to a hook on the wall in George's bedroom and abused him some more. It was when George brought out a box of erotic novelties that Carlson made a break for it.
I think he had to unscrew a hook, according to the story, unscrew a hook out of a wall just to make a run for it. Then he gets downstairs, can't get the front door unlocked. Oh. All the while you got Boy George and his boy buddy coming down the stairs.
So what did Boy George, now didn't he say none of this ever happened, obviously?
Well, yeah, I don't think there was any proof. I don't think there was an investigation. They didn't go back to the apartment to see if there was screw holes in the wall or errant dildos laying around.
This is going to court, though? Okay, I see, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those... He said. All
right, we'll break there.
We'll be back Martin Show.
American woman, listen what I say.
This soap opera gets better and better. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
What are you yelling about? What are you screaming about? What? Are you all right? What happened?
Gavin's on the phone in his office talking to somebody.
Okay.
And I'm trying to listen through the mic, so I had my headphones all the way up. I clicked it back to the bumper.
Well, you got that one coming, nosy. If you weren't trying to eavesdrop, that wouldn't happen. Your eyes are watering up. Hello? Talk to me.
You can't get your headphones off quick enough.
I've done that.
Because I can barely hear what's going on, so I had to crank my phones all the way up and listen in queue. And then when I took it out of queue, I went back to the air signal. God,
Snoopy. Got caught. You brought that one on yourself.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
What does it matter? Why are you listening to my conversations?
Why don't you speak up?
Because it's my office.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to someone in sales, our sales manager.
All right.
Why are you listening?
Because I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Well, you can ask.
Don't get pissy with me right now. You can't catching me at a handicapped moment. That's just numbing.
Yeah, it is. I've done that too. I think everybody in radio's done that at one point or another.
You can't peel those things off your head quick enough. You go, all right, do I turn it down? Do I take them off? Possibly I could shiv my neck. You get me a digital board yet?
No, I didn't get you a digital board.
All right, why is it Ren and Stimpy and Jagger already have a digital board next door and I don't have one? I've been here 8 years.
Because?
Granted, today's show has sucked and I don't deserve one, but I'm still going to have one.
The FM station, Jack FM, left for the other building.
All right, went over to fit you.
Yes, therefore, left a board there. So we wanted to make use of that studio. It's obviously a better studio.
They're not going to take care of that studio. Nobody's taking care of anything up here. Why do you think all of a sudden new equipment is going to change something?
You do not know that. You do not know that. Both shows have been in the old studio.
I'll throw down $1,000 that within 2 months, that studio looks as bad as the one that they just came in with, out of.
I'm not going to bet, but I'm sure it'll look fine.
All right, get out in the hall.
Why?
We're going to hit you with Jewish items. Get out in the hall.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't have time to argue with you. I can't really think straight right now because I'm deep. Now get out in the hall.
Isn't Alfie back today?
Alfie's in there, but Alfie has a detached retina. We're going to have to knock yours loose. Now get out in the hall. I can't do anything right now. I can't think straight. Die's been cast.
You and your die casting.
Oh. I still can't see.
I know how painful that really is. It just pierces your ears. Oh, reminds me of the time you were playing with the stun gun and got it close to your headphone cords.
Yeah,
shocked yourself.
What, Trey?
Oh, when you took your headphones out of queue, I had to look around for a second. So I'm like, where's that noise coming from? And I looked at your headphones.
Oh, that's bad.
Without exaggeration, I'd rather get hit by a taser because I think as soon as they're done, that stops. I really can't focus on anything. I don't know if I can read the descriptions of all these fabulous prizes. Ow! God! Why don't we go home early for a change?
No.
Let's do that before I actually set my legs on fire.
Game to play.
Are you there, Dan? Or Gavin?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, my God.
Don't know why, but I'm here.
And get my music. Funny to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Ready, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay? I'm afraid to turn anything on the console.
There we go.
All right. And the first item up for bid is a breakable wedding glass by Gary Rosenthal. Breakable wedding glass is easily breakable, yet is made from a beautiful iridescent glass. The breakable wedding glass comes with the velvet bag and protective insert, which has been removed for this demonstration. All right, Gavin, come within $2 of that going over.
$36.99.
Actual retail price is $25. Dan?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, God! Jesus! Are you crazy?
I saw pieces fly backwards past the window.
You didn't say that was easily breakable, right?
That's what the product's called. It's a breakable wedding glass.
Game over! Game over!
Mazel tov. This game's dangerous.
Yes.
The next item up for bid is the Bar Mitzvah Troll.
What?
We're pretty certain most Bar Mitzvah girls would not want this hairstyle on their special day, but this adorable troll sure doesn't mind. A fun, whimsical gift to help a young Jewish woman commemorate her Bar Mitzvah. All right, Gavin, come within $1. Come within $1 without going over. Gavin.
$24.
Actual retail price is $9.95. Dan, hit him with the Bar Mitzvah Troll.
All right, here comes the troll. Here we go.
The next item up for bid.
Vicious.
It's a stress-free matzo ball. The stress-free matzo ball will help relieve your stress. By squeezing the stress-free matzo ball, you'll get a grip on pressure and work. The stress-free matzo ball is not recommended for soup, but certainly can help let off the steam. Order a bunch for the whole office. All right, Gavin, come within 50 cents without going over.
$4.
Actual retail price, $2.50. Daniel?
Here we go.
I feel calm.
God,
the next item up for bid is the Jewish Bagel Chew Toy.
What?
It's for your dog.
Okay.
It's kind of chewy.
Yeah.
Give your pet a taste of Judaism with this plush bagel and cream cheese chew toy. It will keep your pet entertained for hours. And within $1 without going over, Gavin.
$2.99.
Actual retail price is $8.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Good God.
Let's see. Trey, is that Shabbat or Shabbat?
Shabbat, I believe.
Dan, we're skipping ahead to the tape.
All right.
All right. It's the Shabbat Shalom video. Songs and stories for the whole family featuring Chaim Topol and Hani Nakamas. Speaking in English and singing in Hebrew. Children and adults will love the animated clay figures who help create the Shabbat atmosphere. 45 minutes in length. Come within $1 without going over, Gavin.
$14.99.
Actual retail price, $14.99.
Right.
Heck yeah.
All right, Dan, let's skip ahead to the last one, then we'll go.
All right.
You with me? The last item up for bid is an ivory prayer cloth.
Oh, that's good.
A perfect way to keep in touch with your God.
Okay.
Made in Israel.
Very nice.
All right, Gavin. Oh, hang on. Wrapped around a can of mushug nuts.
Oh, God. Jesus. Mushug nuts.
Pecan halves baked to a golden crisp in a delicatessen sugar spiced meringue and packed oven fresh in a colorful cartoon-covered can. All right, Gavin, I'll need the price of the prayer cloth and mushug nuts together.
$29.99.
Let me do some quick adding. Actual retail price, $46.99.
There you go.
God, my sugar nuts.
You got the plugs?
I go here. Give it to me. Here he comes. Why is it so much fun for you, Dan? You're just smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, my arm's just getting warmed up.
Go ahead.
For more information on The Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and so much more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danO'Malley.com, djclo.net, and TreyTrenholm.com. The official caterer of the show is, of course, Sugar Babies Barbecue. Their website, sugarbabiesbbq.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. The official airline of the show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, southwest.com. And the official site for Live 1053 is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys later. See ya.
Now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.